Oh, the whole show.
Good to see you, buddy. Good to see no suspension.
I'm just like that, bro.
You're better than me. You're better than me.
Facts, bro.
I had everyone spamming the free dubs fee. I don't know if that made a difference or not, but there was a bunch of free dubs.
I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate the support. A few times where you actually did the right thing.
Sometimes I'm not fake. Sometimes I'm not fake.
You're not fake. You just like trolling a lot. You're a nasty guy because of that.
Or I'm just fake.
Nah, I don't think you fake. I think we're gonna have to do something new today. I've had some complaints from the fans having spending too long with the same amount of people. So today we just gonna do more of a steady rotation, like 10 to 15 minutes of like 2 to 3 guests at a time, and then we could get as many guys up here as possible. So that's my bad, mishandling the time. So for more guys to get opportunities, we're just going to keep that steady rotation up for everybody. So we got to be fair.
W host.
W host.
I will send the link to the people. Terrible title, by the way. Terrible title. But we move on, prosper.
Kristaps get traded to Boston. Who made that title? Did I even trade? I didn't even make that title. I'm not even gonna lie.
Terrible title. I don't know who made it. It was a terrible title.
Gets traded to Boston for Marcus. Did Marcus Smart get traded?
He's in Memphis.
No way. I didn't even pay attention to that.
Oh, dub. I'm not even paying attention to the NBA. Oh, dub.
Yeah, I was handling some other things today. I had a lot of things to do. But so what happened with those trade conversations?
What do you mean?
With the Kristaps Porzingis and stuff.
Tyus Jones is in Washington. Boston got KP and 2 first-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
Memphis got Marcus Smart, and then like Gallinari and Mike Muscala also went to Washington. But that's like all the important people who moved around. So Memphis gave up 2 picks to get Marcus Smart, basically. And then Washington gave up KP for Tyus Jones, Mike Muscala, and Danilo Gallinari, and the 35th pick this year.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Everyone's seeing about if I seen the start of the show. Something happened today?
On the panel?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Unless they're talking about the fact that Fluent had a mug that said the world's best father.
Oh, that's funny. I hope he got that. I hope he got that for Chilltown, because that's who really deserves it. But
that's all I can really guess they're talking about, because nothing really happened that was substantial.
Cool. It's cool. Like I said, it's water under the bridge for me, bro. I'm ready to move on and talk about some other things. So that's cute, though. I just hope he sent that to Chilltown as well. But let's get right with these Kristaps Porzingis and Boston talks, bro.
I mean, yeah, let's talk about some
real talk. Real talk. Your man JT, does he have an excuse anymore?
JT will finish top 5 MVP votes again.
Will he win a ring though?
Yes.
Oh, so Boston are winning the chip.
I had him going back to the finals this year anyway. I mean, this upcoming season, even without the trade, I had him going to the finals, potentially facing Denver or I don't know who else in the West, but I thought it was Boston year this year. I was wrong, so I'm gonna stay by it this next season.
I thought you were aren't you an OKC fan?
Yes, but I don't think we can make it. I'm realistic. Though. I don't think we can go to the finals. I think we're making the playoffs. I think we make it to the second round, but I think we lose to like Denver, LA, or one of the top teams in the West, or Dallas. I feel like Dallas is gonna make it again. I feel like we lose to those teams because I don't know how Chet's gonna be. It depends if Chet becomes good, then but I don't know how good Chet's gonna be yet.
Chet's gonna be rookie of the year.
So. I don't know, Mars. I think last season he probably had a better opportunity, but
It's
This season,
Wemby,
bro.
Scoot. Yeah, Wemby,
It's a
Scoot.
lot. It's a lot.
Brandon
He's
Miller.
gonna have the ball a lot. There's no one other than
Imani
Kuzma
Bates.
to
Imani
score.
Bates.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
facts.
No.
Money
We're
Bates.
not doing Imani Bates.
Facts.
Let's not talk
Money
about Imani Bates with Mars.
I'm
Mars is
not.
gonna be in his bag.
I'm not.
No, I'm cool.
Bro,
We
he'll
can
get
talk
like,
about
he'll get
whatever.
like
We can talk about
8
whatever.
minutes a game in the NBA.
I ain't never seen you get loud like that, bro.
Yeah, I
in
never
a long
seen you.
time. He's terrible. He's terrible.
That's a crazy accent.
Dub, I was being told Imani Bates was a 3-level scorer, bro.
He was like,
at the rim.
Dub, I don't know what was going on.
I
was being
watched too
told
much
he
of Imani
was a
Bates.
top 15 scorer in the draft. Like, I don't.
Nah,
Yeah,
this draft class stack. Now his
I won't
wingspan
lie.
is bad.
The cap I be hearing, man.
I won't lie. I ain't watched too much of Imani Bates, so I
can finally hear y'all.
y'all.
Okay.
Yo, what up?
Oh, you can hear us, bro. Glad you're here. Hey,
What's up, Dub? What's up, Mars?
I want to know. I want to ask you specifically. Will
What's
JT have an excuse now if he don't get the job done next season, man? Does he still have an excuse?
So I'm glad you want to talk about that. So about the trade, I think that was a very good trade for all situations involved. I think with Ja being out 25 games, I think they get a quality starting point guard that can definitely, keep them afloat in those 25 games. And Marcus Smart, I think you basically took Dylan Brooks and went to Marcus Smart, which is an upgrade. And I also think for Boston, to me, they play better with two big lineups. I think them having three bigs in the rotation forces Missoula to play two big lineups more often because there's three bigs that are good enough to be on the court. And then that slots Tatum back to the 3, slots Brown back to the 2. And then the reason why I think it made sense that you can get away with Smart being gone is that if you're only having to play one guard, the improvement they've seen in Derrick White, they're kind of banking on that to kind of replace the production of Marcus Smart and JT, taking another playmaking step. I like it. I like the move. I think if Jason Tatum is the player that I think that he is and will be, that this is a roster to go win a championship for sure. Even without moving Jaylen Brown.
Because what? So the roster right now is Malcolm Brogdon, Derrick White, JT, Jaylen Brown, KP, Al Horford, Rob Will off the bench. Correct? Like that's the main core guys.
And Payton Pritchard.
And Payton. Yeah, it's over.
That's a good team. That's a good team, man. If Jaylen Brown, listen, I was high on the Celtics last year. I don't want to jinx it all over again because the inconsistency was terrible. Now I do think that next year of learning, like with the coaching and the system that they'll be running, this is like, you should be able to correct your mistakes. So I still have faith for them to be a title contender. But man, if I keep seeing JT being this up and down person, bro, I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
Also,
fire.
Well, Dub, it also depends on Joe D'Antoni, as I call him.
I was just gonna say that. I feel like he's on a hot seat now.
If he turns KP into sit in the corner, and that's all you're doing, you're gonna get like Mavericks KP, and that's not who you traded for. And I also think that he needs to allow Jason Tatum to play out the mid post more instead of shooting that high volume of threes. So it's going to be interesting. Does he just now we have another 5 that can shoot threes? Now we're going to shoot 60. Like if that's the ideology,
He could shoot. He could shoot that thing. I'm not gonna hold you. So KP. There'll be some games that boy be like water, bro.
I mean, no, he has his games, but that's not like I don't want
to. You don't want to be primarily a 3-point shooter.
I don't.
Do you think they can make another move for like another guard for agency, like just to have like some more stability off the bench?
More help for Tatum? Goodness gracious.
I'm not gonna lie, they got enough.
Well, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, they got enough, bro. They don't need more stability off the bench because they still have like Brogdon or White will be coming off the bench. Probably Brogdon again. And then they do a good job of like finding talent like what's his name? Miami does. So I don't think the bench needs too much. And then you could spread the rotations where you could still have JB, Jaylen Brown, JT out there sharing some load with Derrick White or like KP going more with the bench unit. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's a really good team. They don't need help.
Yeah, it's a good team. Washington, they should have blew it up. They chose the wrong year to tank. They chose a year to tank after Vic. They should have tanked last year to try to get Victor. But now, I mean, I'm glad they blown it up, but it's like I don't know what they're doing in Washington, kind of like blowing it up and like I don't know. If you're a Wizards fan, I feel bad for you. You're cooked.
Yeah, Tyus Jones. I keep telling people, I hope they're not starting Tyus Jones because he's gonna have a difficult time.
He's gonna have this nice 15 and 5.
You didn't hear Chilltown say that they should build the unit around Tyus Jones.
Oh my god!
When he said that, Morris, no, there's no way he said that.
I mean, I did see an NBA team build around Marcus Morris for like half a year.
So the starting lineup is gonna be Tyus Jones, Monte Morris, Denny Avdija.
What is wrong with people, bro? Like, I don't get it. How
man, that's not what he meant. Come on,
there'll be some role players, bro. There'll be some. No, don't go caving, bro. There'll be some role players that they're good, like they're good in the role, but it's like that role specifically, they just need to stay in. So Tyus Jones, and you talking about building around for him to take another like leap? Nah, bro, I don't see that.
Jaylen Brunson. They think he's Jaylen Brunson.
Hell no, he's not.
He was so bad in the playoffs as well. But
terrible.
That's unlike him, though. That's unlike him.
Maybe it's him.
Maybe that's what him. Yeah, maybe that's what it's like when he has to play against starting lineups.
Because he was good in the 2022 playoffs, from what I remember.
Yeah, coming off the bench, great.
I think he's a great bench player. I think he's a phenomenal bench player, but I'm not looking at him as like
a good six man.
Yeah, like a starting guard, like one of our premier guys to like. No, I don't.
Chris, okay, the chat's saying Chris Paul to Golden State.
That's nasty.
They're spamming it.
No way. Confirmed?
No way.
I'm assuming.
Wait, that's true. Hold on, let me look at this one.
I'm on Twitter right now.
Chris Paul's ring chasing.
Jordan Poole to the Wizards. Chris Paul to Golden State.
Wait, on God.
I said Jordan Poole was going to Washington. I said Jordan Poole would be in Washington. I said Jordan Poole would be in Washington.
But
I said it.
Unfortunately, it's for the wrong player, though.
Dev, be quiet. I said Jordan Poole would be in Washington. I said it. I knew it.
That's crazy.
I knew it.
CP3 to the Golden State Warriors. Who would have thought? The rivalry between Steph and Chris Paul for a while now, and now they on the same team. That's
I hope we all know that means Golden State are not winning the ring next year. Golden State are not winning the championship.
Oh yeah, Chris Paul's gonna get hurt. Or Steph.
Yeah, that's proof. Golden State aren't winning the championship.
He's cursed.
So how does that work? Chris Paul 6th man of the year?
I guess so.
Yes, sir.
No, they're gonna have they could be a valuable 6 man. He could be a valuable 6 man. For sure.
Tyus Jones. Yeah, he'll be Tyus Jones off the bench.
He'll be a way better Tyus Jones. Way better.
For
like 30 games.
30 million? For Tyus Jones?
Oh, they gotta pay him 30 mil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's still in a contract with the Suns.
They traded Jordan Poole's contracts for 1 year of Chris Paul.
Okay, so Mike Dunleavy.
Oh my God.
Mike Dunleavy first move as Warriors.
That gets me mad. That gets me mad, right? I'm not gonna lie, that gets me a bit upset, which by all means, like Jordan Poole, I'm not going to be like I'm the biggest advocate for him and everything, right? But it's like you just invested in this man a year ago to like be one of your building blocks for the future. And now you're just trading it away for like a win now approach. It's like, I don't know. That's weird to me.
The Warriors are old team now. They got Steph, Chris Paul, Draymond.
I don't even like the fit. I'm gonna be honest.
I hate the fit. That's a terrible fit.
Chris Paul can't play together, bro. Like that's dead.
Why not?
They can't play together.
Chris Paul defensively is a cone, bro.
I'm thinking about Draymond Green and Chris Paul.
Yeah, Draymond Green. That's a bad fit.
That's a bad fit. I'll agree with that one.
Like Steph and Clay is. I mean Clay and CP3 and Steph is fine, but Draymond Green and Looney and Chris Paul. Ooh.
When Jordan Poole averages 28 next year on a 5-win team, I'm gonna have to get a ticket. Tell us why.
Oh my God,
he's a superstar. The Golden State Warriors should have kept him, and look what he's doing now.
So do y'all think Kuminga is gonna get traded, or you think Golden State gonna keep him?
They'll keep him. I think they'll keep him.
I don't know what they're gonna do with Kuminga, but
That's crazy, bro.
I said Jordan Poole would be in Washington. I mean,
You got to keep one of your young talent. Like, I mean, you just gave up one that was supposed to be.
Mike Dunleavy
You gotta
first
keep some
move.
of these other guys, bro. That's
Damn.
ridiculous. But
That's
CP3
crazy,
is crazy. CP3 is crazy.
Like people
bro.
were calling Chris Paul the Warriors before, so like that probably shouldn't be the surprise.
That is so funny, bro. Ironic. It's so ironic, bro.
That is
That's a crazy
It's
thing.
Jordan Poole, a first round pick in 2030 and a second rounder in 2027. It's basically a straight swap, basically.
Mm.
Although that 2030 first round pick could end up being very good.
Yeah.
Because Steph will be gone, Draymond will be gone, Clay will be gone.
Yeah.
So,
Oh man,
Damn.
this is crazy. This is crazy. So wait, who's on the Wizards now? You're gonna have
Tyus
Jordan
Jones,
Poole, Tyus Jones,
Denny Avdija,
Corey
Corey
Kispert,
Kispert.
Kyle
Kuzma?
Kuzma.
Johnny
He's a free agent. I think he's a free
he's a
agent.
free agent, right?
Yeah.
That's
And
wild.
Daniel
Daniel Gafford.
And whoever
What
they
a-
get at 8.
What
But now
a
that they have
terrible
Jordan
team.
Poole, they might not take a point guard at 8, which means Anthony Black might go lower in the draft.
Mm.
It's gonna be terrible.
What if Houston gets Anthony Black instead of Amin Mars? How would you feel about that?
Anthony Black at 4?
Yeah, I know it's crazy. I know it's crazy. I don't think it will happen. I don't think it should
high.
happen.
Yeah, that's a bit high.
They might still pick Anthony
Yeah.
Black. I'm not gonna hold you. They might still pick him. Tyus Jones is not it for me.
How
man.
are they gonna build?
Yeah, they got
on
Marcus
Tyus
So
Jones
he's
if
back
they
in the
have Anthony
backup
Black?
role. He's back in the backup role.
Nah, bro. Tyus Jones. No.
I'd rather play
come
Anthony
on.
I
Black.
hope they don't believe in Tyus Jones like that. And
No,
get
get Anthony Black. Washington. Anthony Black has way more up. Well, it's just a better player than Tyus Jones.
I'm excited.
I
Go
need
ahead,
to
Mark.
see how this Chris Paul dynamic works. I'm just thinking about it. Steph can play off the ball, that's fine. But Chris Paul and Draymond Green, knowing that they both are going to need the ball on offense, Chris
CP3
Paul's not a spot-up shooter.
a
Chris Paul
journeyman.
doesn't play defense anymore.
Chris
I
Paul
don't
can't
see
get
it.
to the rim anymore.
Yeah, I
Yeah, he don't
don't
get
see.
it
I
at
don't
all.
see the idea behind that.
I don't know how it's gonna work either, but I think they should fluctuate their minutes so like they're not playing too much together. Maybe against the bench unit, that's it. But I don't want to see starting lineups like that. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't, especially in the playoffs, because bro, Draymond Green is so bad, bro, and like the team, and it's not like that you don't got that like that flamethrower from Clay. Like he's still good, but he's not like what he
Not the
used to be.
same.
And they're not respecting anybody else's shots out there besides Steph and Clay. So it's like,
And only that now you just have an extra body to hunt now with CP3 now.
yeah. So it's like, bro, that's what. Well, Chris Paul can hit open three. I'll give him that. He can hit open threes. Nah, he can hit.
Look,
Don't disrespect him. He can hit open threes.
And
He's still got a good mid-range game, and he can hit open threes. His mid-range game is what? What do you mean?
What,
That's
the playoffs? Playoffs?
Oh no.
did he hit him for the Suns? Dub, did he hit him for the Suns?
no.
Let me double check. You talking about the playoffs?
This year,
Yeah,
Chris
it didn't
Paul
look
was
like he was
not
hitting
hitting
nothing.
threes.
And this year he was cooked.
I say he can hit open threes, man.
The
I'm saying open-
He was
3-point
getting-
line
he was
is too
shooting
far
open
away for him.
threes.
It's too far away from him.
Real
He
talk.
was shooting open threes.
Real talk. Your Lakers gonna get Jet Howard in this
Go to
draft.
my Bing search.
Oh, no.
Oh
My
my
Lakers.
God.
I need
yeah.
Rob Pelinka to wake up. I need Robert Pelinka to do something. I need Robert Pelinka to act like he don't see the rest of the league getting better, and we haven't done anything. Rob, wakey,
is
wakey. Let's go get somebody. Okay, let's go. Come on, bruh. We ain't got nobody.
I mean, y'all can get Daniel Gafford. Washington seemed like they're giving him all
Daniel
their
Gafford.
Hey Mars.
as a backup big.
Yeah.
Boston
So
just got
CP3,
Kristaps Porzingis.
like I said, in the regular season he was hitting them bitches, but in the postseason it got pretty bad for him. I'm not gonna hold with you. It got really bad for him.
Yeah, that's who he is.
So when they started leaving him open, he couldn't make them.
That's tough.
That's wild, actually. But hey, maybe it was just a down year. You never know. And playing with and the gravity of Steph, man. I mean, it means for something, correct?
I'm not gonna lie, if the gravity of Steph is creating wide open threes, it's not great. I'm gonna be honest. It's not great.
CP3 could hit a wide open three. Don't do him like that. Don't do
I'm doing him like that.
Yeah, that's nasty work.
And
We'll
Kristaps,
see next year.
He can still operate in the pick and roll. He's still got a good mid range. Like
pick and roll with Draymond.
Mid-range, I agree. But pick and roll with Kevon Looney, nice.
Does he ever play
Nah, he'll
with
do good
Steph
with
on
that.
the court?
Yeah, they'll have that.
Occasionally, they
Paul
might
Michael
close game. They might close games with.
You want Chris Paul and Steph as your two guards.
I don't
And then
want
you have
that, bro.
Clay at the 3.
And Clay at the 3. That's nice.
Yeah,
It's
and then
cooked, bro.
Wiggins at the 4, and then Draymond at the 5. You just go.
That's
small
not,
forwards,
but
like-
they
Then
have
you
to
get
guard, Dub.
Huh?
unless they go against the Nuggets.
Nah,
Would they have to
offense,
guard?
Offense wins championships, baby.
Son should have won
You know
this
what?
previous
I
playoffs.
mean,
It might be.
Nuggets don't have that great.
with
of
the
a defense.
Nuggets winning, hey,
Hey.
I mean, they're playing
real
some defense,
talk.
though. Nuggets playing some defense.
If Steph can win with Chris Paul when Kevin Durant couldn't,
No, Chris Paul got hurt. That's nasty. No, that's nasty. Chris Paul got hurt, and you know that. That's nasty.
Man,
You're
that's
a
what comes with
scumbag.
him, though.
You're a
Like,
scumbag,
come
Mo.
on.
if Chris Paul can stay healthy with Steph, I mean,
No,
That's Kevin Durant. Yeah, so is KD.
Steph,
Paul, he got hurt.
Steph
That
showing,
makes sense.
showing him the ins and outs of staying healthy.
exactly.
You know,
Playing with a real leader.
Oh my God! No way.
really
Mon,
learning
guess.
how to pace
Next guess,
yourself
Mon.
throughout the
learn how to
season.
play the game basketball the right way.
Dub is telling me I gotta get rid of you guys. So
All right, yo.
thank you for
Alright.
pulling up.
Peace,
Thank you for
man.
pulling up.
Y'all be easy though, for real. Appreciate
Let me
the
read some
support.
super chats before I bring more people up. Doctor asked, did you see the mug at the start of the panel? That's the fluent cup.
Yeah, well, yeah, I told you I'm not gonna talk about what happened this week. It's don't matter to me anymore. Let's go.
Newton asked if they had us make those faces just for the thumbnails.
What do you think?
There you go. There you
Like,
Drip Baylor said favorite lineup: Scoot, Herb, Shaden Sharp, Zion, Nurkic, Dame, CJ, Bi, Murphy, Valanciunas, Scoot, Simons, JT, KP, and Rob Williams, or Dame, JB, Sharp, Thibault, and Nurkic. So basically, one is New Orleans. They're all New Orleans and Portland.
mm-hmm.
One is New Orleans trading for the 3rd pick, and they get Scoot for Dame. So it'll be Scoot, Herb, Shaden Sharp would also be in the trade with Zion and Yusuf Nurkic, and then New Orleans will get Dame, CJ, Bi, Trey Murphy, Valanciunas, and the other one is Scoot Simon. This is confusing. Scoot Simons, JT, KP, and Rob Williams, which means Scoot is now in Boston somehow, which I don't know how that happened. Dame, JB, Sharp, Thibault, and Nurkic.
He put 4 lineups. I see it now. He put 4 lineups.
Yes.
It was just to decide which one's the favorite.
I like the first lineup. I'm gonna be honest.
The first one looks like it has a lot more continuity than the rest, but I like the Scoot Simon.
Sure.
The Scoot Simons, JT, KP, and Rob.
I don't even know how that happens. So
I don't know how that happens either. I like that one though. That one's dope.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
It's the first and third one.
Yeah, Doe said top 5 in quote marks. Tatum has to win a chip. He has another super team.
Oh,
It's
I
not a
don't
super
know.
team.
I don't
It's
know
not
where
a
the first
team.
super team was. He says
Yeah,
another one. Where's the first
He
one?
hasn't had a super team. He's had really good teams, but not a super team.
Indeed. Pimp named Slickback said Jordan Poole is averaging 45 points on 25% true shooting next year. I agree. That's
That boy
superstar
gonna be
numbers.
chucking.
No, he's gonna be he's gonna be solid next year.
he in Washington too. There's some things in Washington. I'm not gonna lie.
Of course there is. Christ said so. The Golden State Warriors could have traded for KP with Jordan Poole. I guess. I think that's what they should have done, but I mean, they wanted Chris Paul. They wanted Chris Paul for whatever reason. And Aramis Jones said New Orleans should go after Tyus Jones from Washington. Tyus Jones would be good for New Orleans. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Backup point guard there.
Yeah,
That makes sense. Not
like
building around him in.
yeah, they're
Where's he now?
not building.
Yeah, not building around
Tyus
him in
Jones.
Washington. Please,
They're not
let's
building
not do
around
that.
Tyus.
That's
Shout
not
out to Aramis though. Long time no see, brother. Good to see you back, man. Hope everything's well. Hey guys. Whoa, we got the Boondocks in here, man.
Going on.
Hey, this is a casting character.
How y'all guys doing today? Mars, salute on you telling about Poole going to Washington, but I don't think Boston. I don't understand how everybody's saying Boston's head coach, if they don't make it a certain way, that they should fire him, even though his first time as a Boston's coach, he brought him to the Eastern Conference Final. I don't get that, but I got like 2 more points for you. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, Mars. Would you trade Ayton for Mitchell and IQ? if you were the Knicks? I know you want to get rid of Randall, but I'm just trying to be reasonable.
Does that money match?
It would, because I got another trade in the back end with OB and what's his name? OB and Hartenstein leaving. I was saying get Fortner, trade him to the Spurs, and then also for their 44th pick, and then also have who would I say? What's his name? Obi Toppin and IQ, send him to the Clippers for PG if we can get it.
But wasn't IQ in the trade for DeAndre Ayton?
No. Oh, yeah, right. My fault. Robinson and IQ. Nah, my fault. I'm trying to get rid of some dudes, man. But let's just say, all right, the first one. Would you agree with that? Would you? Because then that way you get Mitchell off. Yes, we lose his defense, but then we get
good to see you too, fam.
Huh?
Salute. My bad. I seen the chat. So good to see you too, brother. Salute to you.
Yeah,
I just want to know because I think Ayton's pick and roll plus him averaging 17 and 11 on rebounds would actually help us out, and our offense would go up, and plus our defense would also be somewhat still sustainable.
Ayton in New York, from the most unbiased perspective possible.
Okay.
I think he adds a new dynamic because he actually has good hands, unlike Mitchell Robinson. You can't seem to catch the ball properly.
Okay. And Toppin to the Clippers for let's say Toppin and McBride to the Clippers for PG or their 44th draft pick.
For
Paul
PG,
George.
that's not worth. That's not
Paul
worth.
George.
All I've
Okay.
been hearing is everybody saying the Knicks should get Paul George. I'm asking logical basketball guys. That's what I'm doing.
The only
For
way
me,
that
RJ Barrett and Quentin Grimes.
the only way they could get PG is if the only way they could get PG is probably if you package like Jalen Brunson or Julius Randle. And Julius Randle, if the Clippers are stupid, but Jerry West doesn't seem like one of those GMs to get a swindle on him. So it would have to be Jalen Brunson, not Julius Randle. That's the only way you'll be able to get PG.
You don't think RJ Barrett can get it done?
Hell no.
I want that.
Number 3
RJ
pick,
Barrett.
number 3 pick.
No, and
RJ
can we
Barrett
stop
and 5
defining
picks.
players off of where they got picked? Like for some reason we're doing that this week, and I don't understand why. Like, stop
But
doing
he's
that.
a number 3 pick. That means he had potential, dog.
Anthony Bennett was number 1. That boy was trash.
And that's why he
Every
was still in the league for longer than 1 year.
Cody Zeller. Well, Miami got
Cam
super
Reddish.
team. Cody Zeller was a top 5 pick.
So why did Anthony Bennett get picked number 1?
See, you're cooked.
He was
Morris.
strong.
No idea. No, I agree with you. No idea why Anthony Bennett got picked number 1. He wasn't projected to go number 1. He was projected to be like mid-lottery.
16th.
And then Cleveland went and took him for whatever weird reason. And then they found out instantly that he was not good at basketball. And now he's a number 1 pick. The biggest bust in NBA history.
I
Congratulations.
think KP's the new Gordon Hayward to Boston, man, if he stays healthy. Because I just think it's the same
Gordon
system.
Hayward was.
No, but he wasn't healthy. The idea on paper of him being able to shoot, him being a big, being on the move, even though
If
he was
healthy.
hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he was healthy, because look at what he was able to do. I mean, not on Charlotte, but I just think that they're repeating themselves.
I mean, he's only gonna
The
be
thing
there
is with
for 1
Boston,
year.
which is so like funny to me, is ever since the year 2018, they have built very good cast for ever since 2018, and the fact that they still have not been able to just figure the things out, it's very glaring, and it's really like confusing to me. Because remember, they had Kyrie, it was Morris, Jaylen Brown, JT, Gordon Hayward. I think one other
Rozier
guy,
off the
that
bench.
Terry Rozier, right? They had a stacked squad. Then they got Kemba, which for that year, the first year, he was good. Same crew of guys, couldn't get it done. And it's like now it's like they've had a great team for so long now. It's like it's upsetting to me that they still haven't won a chip.
Look,
Very upsetting to me.
Maybe they star guys ain't turned the corner yet.
Nah, I don't think their star guys
That
are
could
what
be
we
true.
think they are, because to be honest
Yeah,
with you,
maybe they
Jaylen
star
Brown
guys
still
ain't
ain't got no
moving.
handle. Dog, you've been in the league way too long not to have handle. That should have been your first.
That handle isn't coming. He's just not going to have one.
Hey, listen,
He
That's what I'm
actually
saying. He should have
improved
been
a
learned.
lot. No, he actually improved a lot from his
Yeah,
rookie.
he's maxed out. He's got to
like he's done.
He said
Don't
he's
say-
maxed out. He can't improve his
maxed
handle.
out.
He maxed out his crossover.
Yeah, sometimes you don't. Some things you don't
He's
improve.
going to be 20. He's going to be 27. His handle has gone from egregious to less egregious. I think that's about as good as you're going to get. Like, no matter how hard you try, there's going to be a ceiling on your ability. I think the ceiling on his ball handling is just quite low. And
So
that's
then
just
why
how
is
it
he
is.
worth $250 million? Because this is what I'm in. 200.
Because he still has a lot of good value though to him.
Who else are they going
outside the handle?
Who else
You
are
got
they
no
going
handle. That's like
doesn't
saying
this
Julius
move-
Randle has value, and we all know how everybody feels about
No,
Randle.
he's better than Julius Randle.
I'm
Doesn't
not
this
saying
move?
like that skill set.
Julius Randle is so
That's-
overrated, bro. I don't even want to hear it.
Exactly.
Doesn't this
I just think Brown's
move show that
overrated.
the Warriors are going to trade Kuminga?
I don't know.
No, it shows.
I don't know. They might not keep Chris Paul.
Nah, they're gonna
Mars,
keep Chris Paul.
Mars, do you know how long Steph
And you
has on his
package
contract?
what? And to get
Steph's
who?
down till 2026, I think.
I think they're gonna take this match Draymond's contract. I think they're just going like short-term good players and trying to win.
Yo,
like,
brother,
right now. And then
brother, I appreciate you. That mic is wild though. I need
I
a lot
thought
of
that was just
fuzzball
me.
coming out. Nah, you
Damn,
good.
I gotta kick him out.
Well, no, he can fix it. He can fix his mic first.
As the host, we can't have bad mics around here.
Hey,
Cam, when your mic
Mars.
is fixed,
Hey,
message the chat. and I'll bring you back.
no camera Mars is hell, bro.
Ruthless.
No
Cameron
Mars
Martin
is ruthless, bro.
and Tyree Dub is a bad duo, bro. I'm
Well,
telling
you gotta
you.
look
man.
at it. He's on point with the pool, so he gotta be that way. I
Hey,
guess.
I'm
Nah,
actually
Mars,
good
you
at
be getting me mad because you did not picture him going to the Wizards.
I
throughout that way.
thought
You did not.
it was for Porzingis, but I knew he should have been in Washington. I knew they should have made a trade.
I'm
for Washington.
happy knowing the Warriors aren't gonna win next year. Like they're not doing nothing next year. If they had gotten Porzingis, I would have had them winning the championship. But now the Warriors aren't doing nothing next year.
Hey, I'm starting to see that we don't like. If you think about it, none of the trades that
That's
a lot
very
of people
true.
talked about has came out to be like. All the trades are like shockers almost.
Yeah, I didn't expect Porzingis to go to Boston. I'm not gonna lie. That was very surprising.
Really?
Porzingis should have gone to Golden State, like I said, but Golden State are dumb. They want to approach Washington about Jordan Poole for Chris Paul for some reason. The only way I see that as a viable trade is if they end up trading Chris Paul, because I don't see what they've got Chris Paul for. It doesn't make sense.
But trading Chris Paul for who?
I don't know.
You know what it
Are
is?
you
Mars
still-
is hoping. Mars is hoping that they don't keep Chris Paul so that they could trade him.
No,
That's
but
why he's
what was
saying
the
that.
purpose of getting Chris Paul though? Like, what was the?
I don't know. It's funny as hell. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I
Like,
don't understand it at all.
And it's the irony too. I'm just
How
like,
can
But
you
would
get
you
traded
rather have
twice in
Jordan
1 week?
Poole at $100 million that you owe him, or would you grab Chris Paul just for a year deal?
Chris
Maybe
Paul's
it was a
gonna
business
decompose.
with the money.
There's no way they're making salary dump trades when they still think they can win a championship. That's kind of weird.
Y'all wouldn't want like a Kyle Kuzma?
I mean, Kyle Kuzma where in Golden State?
Yeah.
I would look. You want Kyle Kuzma on my
He's
Hawks.
contributed to a championship team before. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, and he used to be better than Jason Tatum as well. So I guess that doesn't make sense.
No,
you guys,
he was
you
never
guys, you
that.
guys remember
He
those
was never
conversations?
that.
You guys remember those conversations?
I remember
combos?
those ugly
The
combos.
Kuzma versus Tatum conversations.
Oh my God! That was
chill. Wait,
That was
chill,
crazy.
bro. I was one of those though, man.
You was on the Kuzma train.
Hey, Kuzma on the Lakers.
I
I always
knew he
thought
was.
JT.
Oh.
Wait.
Ring chaser.
The thing was, JT. I always thought JT was the better player, but like, I don't know, Kuzma. I didn't think that it was far off from Kuzma.
What?
So you're saying Kuzma was a better team player and Jason Tatum is the better overall player? Is what you're
No,
saying?
JT was better team player, overall player. I just don't.
Okay.
I didn't think at the time the bar was too far off.
I can't believe they were real conversations. That's amazing.
There were real convos. I remember that.
They were never real combos.
They were
Those
being
always-
had. I remember them being had.
Those were always bad conversations. It
But
was
then
never
once
that.
I seen what he was doing in the postseason, I was like, oh nah. I said, this man JT got it. I'm like, nah, bro. Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, rookie season. Yeah, rookie
Don't
year.
got no conscience.
Right.
Cruz think he got
Dunking on Braun, rookie season. Not
Dunking
a
on
playoff
Braun,
performance.
chest bumping him.
That was bad.
Cool.
That's some real shit, yo. I love that. I love watching stuff like that, man. They need to bring back to the game, man. Like, get all up in each other's faces, bro. I don't care. If
Wait,
y'all
so
wanna-
I have a question. So like, what do y'all think my Atlanta Hawks should do this upcoming season?
Ew, Atlanta.
What do you mean?
Everyone's
Ooh.
saying trade to Johnson.
Yeah.
What?
when y'all Atlanta need to hurry up and get off old boy, man.
Oh,
You have
talking about
Trey Young,
bro. Trey Young got to be the most underrated player.
I think they need to get off the DeJounte or
so.
Trey.
Everybody's on Trey's head. Like,
what's underrated? Where do you have him rated?
Well, I personally wouldn't say I have him underrated, but I think he's a
so where do you have
15,
him rated though?
Solidified.
He's solidified top 15
for me. I know a lot of people wouldn't.
Is he better than John Morant?
He's better than John Morant. Yes.
Is he better than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
No.
See, look, let me tell you. I'll
give it to Trey.
I will personally have Trey over Shai, but I would say this season, if you had put Shai on the Hawks team, I feel like we would have done better as a team. But I have Trey. But I have Trey Young as a better player personally.
Is he better than Kawhi?
Yeah, Trey better
than Kawhi. Hell no. Kawhi healthy. He's up there. He's like top.
Yeah, but when's Kawhi healthy?
I'm pretty sure the past 5 seasons he hasn't had a season where he's played over 60 games. But I know availability is the best stability, but I'm still taking Kawhi over Trey.
I would, if I'm Miami right now, I'm calling the Clippers organization. Listen, bro, I know y'all can't deal with it. Y'all can't afford to do this load management. I said, yo, Miami, call up Kawhi Leonard and Clippers right now and get that man, because I trust our health department to make some things happen. And on top of that, I think we could load manage Kawhi to the playoffs.
Just rest Kawhi the whole regular season.
Hey, dog, I know who y'all will be straight with, dog. Y'all need to beat Kawhi. Y'all go get Norman Powell. Y'all in the finals next year, man.
Oh my God!
Hey,
Norman
Powell.
Talk to me.
Y'all in the finals next year, man.
Not Norman Powell. Norman Powell. That's the guy who's gonna separate us from everyone.
Yeah, man. Norman Powell and Jimmy Buckets. Come on, man. You know Norman ain't scared. Hey, y'all win with guys like that, man. Y'all don't need no stars.
I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's a guy that's gonna set us apart from everyone.
He better than Caleb Martin.
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
He's still Norman Powell.
But Martin is a better producer for the Heat now, though. But still,
man.
I mean, Norman did go get 40 in the.
It's Norman Powell.
I'm saying though, like he did do that. He did go get 40 in the playoff game. Like that did happen.
This team went from losing in 5 in the finals to Norman Powell gets them a ring. What?
No way.
Some shot creation.
Norman Powell shot creation. What? Just say get Tyler Hero healthy. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Norman Powell's not moving.
He had 40.
Marcus Morris might as well be the answer.
The man had 40 in the playoff game.
Hey, Doug, listen, I'm just saying for what y'all do, as a team, what y'all do as a unit, the way y'all play, y'all are the Eastern Conference San Antonio Spurs as of right now, bro. If y'all get a guy like Norman Powell and y'all add some other pieces, y'all can win, bro. Y'all play.
That's the thing. If we get Norman Powell, we can't add a. We can only afford probably another piece right now. One.
Wait,
because
Doug,
our
you're
money's
Miami
so tight. Mars, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
I'm just asking a question.
No, get him out of here. Get him out of here. You don't watch the show. Get him out of here, bro. I'm not doing it. We're not doing that. I'm a Miami fan. That's crazy. You gonna ask me that? It's ridiculous. I'm not doing it.
It's one of those days, guys. I see y'all ready for this draft. Y'all ready to cut bait.
I am ready for this draft. I'm definitely ready for this draft. I'm very excited what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
so who you guys got for the draft?
Exciting,
My guy I like is Jaylen Wilson. I wish the Knicks could have got him. He's a great small forward, can shoot, also pass the ball. But who do you guys think that will be good for your team? Like you, anybody?
Oh, man,
Norman Powell.
I hope we trade our pick.
Norman Powell gotta be the answer.
That's what I want the Lakers to do with the number 17 pick. Trade it, package it up, and go get somebody.
Hey, Mars.
Yes.
You don't think you're being a little bit disingenuous on Jaylen Brown's improvement?
Explain how I would be being disingenuous.
Like you're saying, he can't improve his handle and his playmaking and other aspects, but you don't feel like if Sam Cassell take over, if they start messing up early, that he'll teach him some like intangibles on playmaking and stuff that he used to learn playing with those Rockets and Celtics team, and even playing with Garnett?
My opinion is what will happen if they get in a different coach is the same way Doc Rivers just put Embiid in a different situation where he put him at the now and it made it look like Joel Embiid was becoming a better decision maker when really and truly all he was doing was just changing where he operates on the floor. And then when you put him in the playoffs, when you actually put him in the uncomfortable situations, he's still just as flawed. I think the same thing would happen with Jaylen Brown, where in the regular season, he might be put in more advantageous situations where it looked like he's improving, but then the playoffs come and teams will game plan for him and force him to his left and force him to make decisions in traffic, and he'll have the exact same flaws because I think he's pretty much capped out in where he's going as a ball handler. Do I think there's still slight improvements that might happen? Sure. Do I think there's going to be a drastic improvement to where it's not a weakness anymore? No. But if that's me being disingenuous, that's fine. I just don't think in what's he going into? Year 7, year 8? I don't think there's another whole level that he's going to reach as a ball handler and a playmaker. Because if that was the case, then I think every player has the sky is the limit as their ceiling. But there's a reason why we don't think that. Because no matter how hard you try, I think there's a limit on how good you can become at something. And I think.
But you think Doc Rivers is overrated though, so that's something like that. I don't think that.
Yeah, he's trash. Yeah, he's trash.
Yeah,
That's
so
not
a good coach
You mean to tell
and
me
somebody
that
like Sam probably would bring that out of him, just on on
in order to bring something out of someone, it has to be in there that you have to get out. I don't think it's in there. That's where the difference is, I guess.
He all NBA though, for real. So it's definitely.
I mean, yeah, he's great. He's great with flaws. Like, there's no doubt about the fact that he's great. You can be great and still have flaws. I think Kevin Durant has flaws, and I don't think he's been in the league for 15 years, and those flaws still haven't changed. He's had the same flaws for a very long time. Doesn't change that he's great. Steph Curry has flaws. You don't think he works to become a better defender? He just has a limit. I think it's the same thing with Jaylen Brown and his handle. I think he's working on it. I think he does everything in the offseason possible to get a better handle. I just think that there's a ceiling to his ball handling ability. He'll never be Paul George. He's always going to be Jaylen Brown. And Boston just have to find their best way to try and hide it. And I think that's what they're going to try and do. And maybe a good coach can hide it. But it won't change the fact that he'll still have the same flaws.
Like, you mean like bring him closer to the basket, more off the ball, make him be a spot-up shooter like that? That's what you mean? Or
maybe not a spot-up shooter, but more off the ball for sure. Play more in transition. In the half court, less self-creation, more just playing off attacking closeouts or just attacking off maybe 1-2 dribbles, not having to do too much. Those type of things, like that will make him appear better, but it won't change the fact that he still has the weak handle where if teams don't make it as easy for him to play in within 2 dribbles. And then eventually it looks like, oh, Jaylen Brown hasn't improved. I think that's what would happen. But
basically keep the ball out of his hand till it's time to score.
He could
pretty much.
In the post too. He got to develop that.
Yeah, and maybe putting him in the post more can help as well. And I think Sam Cassell will do that because Sam Cassell, one of those guards who was elite in the post, and I think he's going to tap into that with a lot of players if he gets to get head coaching.
But how are you saying that Boston's going to get rid of their coach? I still don't understand. Why would you get rid of a coach that last year brought y'all to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Because he's not that guy.
Because when you're captain of the ship, and put the ship on course, the co-captain is not that difficult to just stay on course. That's why. So Joe Mazzulla, I mean, they went to the finals the year before. The town is there. It's just, bro, just don't mess anything up. So that's why he's just under the limelight right now. The team's just crazy talented. The team was good not because of his coaching. It was mainly because of how talented they were.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head out. Let somebody else get in, guys. Thank you for having me on.
I want to answer one of your questions though. You asked us about who we could, like, what guy that Miami or like Mars's team could grab that will be beneficial to us. I would really like. So right now, there's only 2 people that I think could be positive for our team. That's Kobe. That's Kobe Buffkin. Kobe, what's his name?
I thought you meant Kobe Bryant. I was so confused.
No, Kobe Buffkin. Kobe Buffkin. And then
what
mainly
pick do you guys have?
We have 18.
Oh, you might be able to get him.
We might be able to get him, Kobe Buffkin, and he's a good shooter. I'm not sure about his defense, but I know he's a good shooter, good ball handler and passer. That'll be good. But then with the guard, there'll be a lot of guards on our team because of that. So that the main person I really want to get is Noah Clowney. I think Noah Clowney, he's 6'10", versatile guard, plays defense, and he could shoot the 3 ball a bit. So that's a guy that I really want. So if those 2 on the board, I want Noah Clowney.
I thought you would have went after a big to try to move Bam to the 4 and try to exploit that as a weakness because Bam at the 5 is nasty, but at the 4, man, he'll be even dangerous.
But the things that with if we get a center, we need a center that can shoot. So right now. Cat, shut up, Mars.
So you like Cat for Golden State?
I wouldn't mind Cat there. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind.
It's the
Cat
same thing. Bam is Draymond. Cat is Cat.
We're talking about the draft, Mars. We're not
Yeah,
talking
Bam
about
Rose.
that though. Like, what are you talking about?
It doesn't need to be the draft. He just said get any player, right? It wasn't about the draft.
No, he was talking about the draft, right?
Yeah, we're talking about the draft. Who would you get out of the draft?
Look at you, Elmos.
My bad. Elmos.
Well, you can trade your pick for Cat if you want. That could also happen.
Noah Clowney is 6'10", right? Noah Clowney is 6'10", 205. So like that's like similar builds between him and Bam. So I think that continuity, because he could rim protect, versatile guys at that tall, and then he could shoot the 3-ball a bit better. I think that'll be a crazy defensive front court, in my opinion.
All right. Well, hey guys, thank you. Hey, everybody in the chat, subscribe and like the video. Y'all have a good day. Go New York, go New York, go.
Peace. Yeah, I want that Noah Clowney, dude. I'm not gonna hold you. I think he's my cup of tea. Pause. Yo, Chilltown's wild. I love big guys, man. You know how I feel about big guys. He's a crazy guy.
You just said the dude is your cup of tea, bro. I don't think you're in room to talk right now, brother.
What you mean? Yo, Mars, send him out of here, bro.
Oh, goodbye, buddy. Goodbye.
It's like, nah, bring it back. That's SB. I like SB.
Hey, Mars, what you been on with me lately, man?
I kicked you out.
Dom kicked you out. Don't get mad.
You don't pose to listen, Mars. You don't pose to listen to him.
Wow, that's so Mars can't listen to me now. That's crazy.
I don't want Dub to call me fake again, so I'm just gonna do as he says.
Yeah. You want Dub to rant on you now? Yeah. Chill.
Tony Jean-Claude asked us to talk about the CP3 trade again.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I was going.
Yeah, that's why I came up here, because I'm waiting at the airport to pick my cousin up, and I'm like, my phone wasn't beeping. So Chris Parker got traded to the Warriors.
Chris Paul's on the Warriors, bro.
For Jordan Poole and then some picks a long time away.
Oh, okay.
So what if he stayed? Y'all think he can kind of like come off the bench and open up?
Coming off the bench.
I think he could. I think he could be valuable as a 6-man, 100%, like very valuable. But then it depends on what other pieces that they're gonna grab too, right? Like the weakness which they had in this postseason was consistent shooting, which is crazy because they've been such good shooters for a very long time. Right. But they need to focus more on that. If they get more guys who can shoot the 3-ball consistently for them and demand some attention, that's going to be a good team. And Chris Paul off the bench will be really good.
That's why they should get Jordan Hawkins in the draft.
I think
Chris
he's
Paul
going to
might actually
lock
be
him in
healthy
a
in the
lot.
playoffs if he come off the bench, because he ain't gonna play all the minutes.
Yeah, he might not get hurt.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. Yeah. Leave him alone, man. What's wrong with y'all, bro?
Dub, if Chris Paul wins a ring, where does he rank all time point guard?
Bro, that's gonna be equivalent of Jason Kidd winning.
No, not for you. In the general public, where does Chris
not
Paul
if he have an impact. JK had an impact.
It depends. Honestly, bro, the way I think people will view that ring, the way Jason Kidd won his ring.
People value that. Jason Kidd was still a
they value it.
They value it. It was Gary Payton still contributed.
For sure, they value it. But when people talk and rank Jason Kidd, they rarely bring that up as a point of, oh yeah, he should be over this guy because of this. Like I've never heard points like that in my life with Jason Kidd. In particular,
he led a team to the finals like Chris Paul though with help. So it's like you take that into it.
Yeah, but they never bring up him winning a ring ever. Like I never hear that as a point for Jason Kidd, not once.
Yeah.
Because he was old when he won it.
But he was effective as hell.
He was still good. Jason Kidd was still the best point guard in the league.
Yeah, I agree.
What the fuck?
What?
Not 2011.
How no? How wasn't he?
Chris Paul.
Derrick Rose.
Oh, Derrick Rose too. I forgot about him.
Yeah, who was better, Derrick Rose or Chris Paul?
D Rose.
Chris Paul.
So Derrick Rose was MVP, but Chris Paul was the best point guard in the league.
Yes, I don't care.
How many people would have agreed with you at the time, though?
I don't know.
That's
a long time ago.
DDT you, Dub. Stop it. He wasn't better than Derrick Rose.
Probably people would have hated me and called me a hater.
Why wasn't he better than Derrick Rose?
SB's from Chicago.
What are you talking about?
Derrick Rose was the number 1 seed. The MVP,
averaged
25 a game.
You're trolling me, Mars.
Swept the Heat.
You're trolling me.
No, swept the big
How am I
three.
trolling?
You're trolling
me. Speaking facts.
Because CP3 was on.
Make sense. So you're telling me while Chris Paul is missing the playoffs.
No,
not missing. Okay, cool.
while Chris Paul was there, losing in the first round of the playoffs, sure.
How did he play that year? I think he played good that year, right?
He ain't play better
Did
than
he play? Did he play at an MVP level?
No. In the playoffs. 2011. He faced the Lakers.
They played the Lakers, though.
And how did he do?
How did he do in the regular season, though?
He did very well in the regular season. What you talking about?
Compared to Derrick Rose, was he the number 1 seed?
Oh my God, Mark! Stop trolling me. That's not how you rank players. Stop doing that.
I'm speaking for the general public.
Oh my God!
I'm speaking for the general public.
Rose is better at Chris Paul.
All right, Dub. What did Chris Paul average in 2011? I'm not about to pull out. What did he average?
He averaged 15 and 9.
15?
Mark, stop.
That's below Steve Nash numbers. I'm sorry.
Stop. Because the year before.
What did Derrick Rose? I don't care about the year before. What did Derrick Rose?
What you mean, Mark?
What about 2011? What did Derrick Rose average?
I think he was a 25 guy. A 25.
So 25 and 7 versus 15 and 9.
You know what?
With 60 plus wins.
Give me 1 second. Let me see what Derrick Rose did in the postseason.
Hey,
made the conference finals, though.
No.
Yeah, he was all right.
And swept the big 3 Heat that year.
Dub, they were in the conference finals.
No.
Yes, they was, Dub.
We're doing 20. Oh, he scored a lot. 27.
He said
on 39% from the field and 24 from 3.
He's about the whole playoff run.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you don't lose in the first round like Chris Paul. You have more games.
Yeah, compare D-Rose first round numbers.
39%.
No, I remember that playoffs. The only series where he wasn't good was against Miami.
The Heat, because LeBron got
39%.
Okay, because I remember he was killing Atlanta.
Cooking
I remember that.
The Pacers, the first round. You want to bring up the Pacers first round numbers like SB?
Let's talk about the second round against Atlanta.
Wait. Talking about 27 points per game, SB. On 37 and 21.
That's close to league average around that time. So yeah.
No, it's not.
Facts.
No, it's not.
You got to bring up the league average. You got to bring up the league
average. If I look that up, I will put my house on it that shit is not a fucking league average at all.
What did the whole team? What did the whole team shoot in that series?
Now you're talking about the whole team. Mars, stop it.
Yeah,
bro.
because the Indiana was a great defensive team.
Oh my God.
Lakers
weren't a good defensive team
in 2011. Mediocre.
Indiana Pacers was like a mediocre team. There were 12.
That's cool. Good defense.
Get the fuck out of here, Mars.
What did he do against Atlanta?
They didn't even have Paul George. They didn't even have Paul George that year, Mars.
No, he was there. He was just coming off the bench. What did they do? What did he do against Atlanta?
He cooked them. He cooked them. What you mean? Like, what are you talking about?
What did Chris Paul do in the second round that year?
Stop doing
What did Chris Paul?
He didn't make it.
Let's compare Chris Paul versus Derrick Rose second round stats that year.
He didn't have a second round, Mark. There's no
Turn
way.
the grill on.
Mars, can I come? Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so nasty, bro. Stop doing that, bro. I hate it when you do this. I hate it when you do this,
first team.
No, you just gotta accept it. You're cooked. You gotta accept it.
As me, no, you don't know what he's doing, bro. Like,
I know what he's doing.
Okay, so
can we talk? Can we really talk? Can we really talk?
Where did Derrick Rose rank among point guards in 2011?
I think he was probably top 3, top 2 for sure.
He was the MVP.
But Chris Paul was number 1.
What's wrong with that, Mars?
So who else was in the conversation? It was Chris Paul, Derrick Rose, and who?
I think Darren Williams. I think Darren Williams was there at that time. Rondo was probably on the later part of top 5, but I'm pretty sure it was D. Will, Chris Paul, and Rose in 2011. And I don't think anyone else was like in that room.
The MVP.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's fine. What did Darren Williams average that year?
I ain't
probably like 20 points, like 20 and 10.
And Chris Paul averaged 15 and 9.
Nah, but even if we go
Mars, stop. It's not. You know that's not how I rank players, Mars.
No, seriously.
Yeah, because you just rank them with pure bias, clearly.
This is not
Yeah,
Mars.
he averaged 21.
Hold on, wait, wait.
21
No,
and 10.
trolling aside. Do you really think that peak Derrick Rose at that year, Chris Paul wasn't even at? You think he was better than Derrick Rose at his peak that year?
I think Chris Paul that year. From what he was doing on that Hornets unit, because that was the last year who was on the Hornets. Well, yeah, he had 15 points, so that was probably a down year for him scoring. But the years before, he had.
We don't care about the years before. We don't care about the years before.
We talk about that year.
No, Mars. You're asking me for my opinion and how I rank.
Yeah, but your opinion
and the way I rank.
Your opinion is silly. It's a silly opinion, Doug.
You know what? You got it, Mars. You got it, Mars.
You're talking about the years before. They don't matter.
Mars,
they don't matter.
Mars, how do you rank players then right now? You rank off of what happened in like the
stop
previous
asking
2 years, right?
me. You're the one being silly.
What? No, stop. No, Mars, you're pissing me off.
Who was the leading scorer? Who was the leading scorer on the New Orleans Hornets?
Stop. Mars, you're pissing me the fuck off.
Who was the leading scorer on the New Orleans Hornets?
When you rank your players, and I know you rank players like this, you rank off of base. No. There's no reason to listen to a troll because that's what you're doing right now. Number one, Mars, when you rank players, you don't rank off of the whole, a singular year. You rank off of, what happened within the time span of the last 2 years.
But that's not why I asked you, Dub.
No.
I asked you. You keep better in 2011.
You can't ask me questions and expect me to answer when you ain't even answer mine. So
how your question's irrelevant. Your question is irrelevant.
You're irrelevant, Mars.
No.
You're irrelevant.
Dub. I asked you. Who was the best point guard in 2011? That means who was the best point guard in 2011? Not in 2010, not in 2009, in 2011. Mars, who was the best point guard?
Mars,
who was it, Dub?
Listen to yourself. If somebody has a down year for a year,
that means they were worse that year.
Time out. Doesn't negate the fact that they're still probably the same caliber of player. Happens all the time.
But that's not what I asked.
LeBron James in 2015, right? He had a down year. He was still the best player in the world, correct?
That's a different question.
What the fuck, Mars?
There's a difference. Okay, Dub. There's a difference between being the best player in the world and who is the best player in this individual year.
And I'm saying
I'm asking you about the individual year.
So in 2015, who was the best player in the world?
It's not about the best player in the world. Who played the best in 2015? Is that what you're asking me?
That's not what you asked me, Mars.
Who was the best in 2011?
No. You asked me who was the best point guard in 2011.
Yes, 2011. Based on 2011.
You, who was the best 2011. And I'm telling you, who was the best player in 2015?
The best player in 2015 was LeBron James. Who played the best in 2015 was not LeBron James. Do you understand the difference?
That's the difference.
Okay, Dub. Let me reword it for you, Dub. Who played the best in 2011? Who played the best in 2011?
You can say Derrick Rose played the best, but to stem from...
Okay, there we go, Dub. You're cooked.
Mars, you lucky I don't have a mute button. Mars,
you're cooked.
You asked me because we're arguing semantics right now. And that's what you're doing. You're being childish. Relax for a second. You asked me who was the best point guard, and real talk, you're a witness today, right? You asked me who was the best point guard in 2011, correct?
What real talk?
Yes, that's what I asked.
What's up?
That's what I asked.
You didn't ask me who was playing the best from the point guard position.
Yeah, I apologize. I apologize, Dub. I forgot you aren't that mentally capable to understand what's going on. So I will walk you through it. Dub, who was playing the best in 2011, Dub? Who was playing the best in 2011?
It's Derrick Rose then. That's a different
question.
There
we go, Dub. There we go.
No. That's wrong.
There we go.
There we go. You know, yo, he is trolling me, bro.
Was the
He is pissing me
Dub,
off,
you're cooked.
I'm not doing this with you, bro. You're such a troll, bro.
Mars.
You're such a troll. You're such a fucking troll.
Is there such a huge gap between
this guy's ridiculous?
Derrick Rose was the best point guard too that year too. I stand on both statements.
Thank you, SB.
I stand on both. Any way you put that question, it was Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose didn't even play better than LeBron in 2011, but
we ain't talking about nothing about LeBron. We're talking about
Chris Paul. We're talking about
Derrick Rose played better than every other guard that year.
Yeah, Chris Paul, who wasn't even the leading scorer on his own team. But
did Chris Paul even play better than Rondo that year, or Darren Williams, or John?
Did Chris Paul even play better than David West on his own team, who led the team in scoring? Dub?
Yes, he played better than him, Mars. What are you talking about?
Why, Dub? Why?
You're the same guy that plays his playoff translation, correct?
Tell me about.
Correct.
Tell me.
No. Shut the fuck up for a second.
Okay. Yeah.
You're the same guy. You're the same guy.
Shit.
You're the same guy that praises playoff translation, right?
Sure.
So you tell me, because David West didn't even play in the postseason. In the postseason. That's a funny thing. So you tell me, Chris.
So what
Paul
you want me to do?
No.
He got hurt.
Let me tell you why, Mars. Because a guy, first of all, being a point guard of his team, the second leading scorer. On top of that, Chris Paul, you're not going to act as if David West wasn't benefiting from Chris Paul. And then in the postseason, for multiple years, Chris Paul, especially in that season,
here we go with multiple
elevated
years.
his game. Elevated his. Fuck the multiple years. In 2011, he elevated his game against the Lakers.
Yeah, he scored more because David West wasn't there,
and he scored more efficiently. And you love efficiently, right, Mars? You love efficiency,
all right. Efficiency's
no,
okay. I prefer when it comes with wins.
Let's not.
I prefer when it comes with wins.
See, now you lying out your fucking ass because that's not how you rank things. Cut that shit out, Mars.
I know. I just praise
trolling.
So I just praise
Stop trolling. Yes, you do. And you multiple times you open. Winning doesn't make you a better player. Shut up, Mars. Stop doing that. The man was on 54 and 47
in 6 games. Anyone can have 6 games, dog. Anyone.
What? You're comparing to David West?
Yes, David West. The leading scorer on his team.
Stop, Mars.
The leading scorer on his team.
Mars.
Okay, so why wasn't Chris Paul the leading scorer on his team?
Because he's a point guard.
Huh?
What?
Because he's a point guard.
So what position did Derrick Rose play?
I don't know about that argument.
So Dub, what are you talking about?
What position? What position? Darren Williams
you want me to? You want me to answer it?
This guy's just chatting.
No. Because that's what Chris Paul does, bro.
What? Not lead the team in scoring?
He don't lead the team in scoring like that.
Because he's not as good as Derrick Rose. Yes,
that's the basis of his game, Marge. You're asking questions that are easy to understand. I'm not talking to you, bro. You know damn well Chris Paul.
Okay,
Chris
fine.
Paul. You know damn well because when we did the trivia, the leading scorer doesn't make you the best player, right?
Yeah, because you were saying it wasn't Wilt Chamberlain. You were saying Wilt Chamberlain wasn't the best player in the 67.
That's not what I said, and you know that's not what I said.
Hey, Lowe said Wilt, and you said no.
Stop.
But you act like Chris Paul never let his team score, though.
Let's not bring up that trivia quiz, though, because it'll get real bad.
The trivia thing, I messed up the year because I thought it was different players and a different team. So that's why.
I don't know how you managed to do that. That don't make sense.
Okay, that's different. Stop trolling, bro.
But Dub,
you're the one who brought it up, not me.
But Dub, you act like Chris Paul never let his team in scoring in his prime, though.
You said what?
You act like Chris Paul never let his team in scoring in his prime, though.
That's not what he does on a consistent level. That's not the basis of his game.
At the Hornets, he did for a while.
So how many years? He just got worse.
How many years? How many years?
Because
he didn't do it in 20.
I can't look. I'm not at home. I'm sitting at the airport. I can't look this up.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it in 2010. In 2009, him and David West.
2010, he got hurt though, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yes,
so, Dub, what are you talking about?
Okay, then the years before, him and David West was basically both 20 a game.
But who had a higher points per game? Who had a higher points per game? What do you mean it doesn't matter? That matters. Who had a higher points per game?
I'm not doing this with you, bro.
Because if David West was averaging more, you would have said. But who was averaging more, Dub?
Okay, David West that year by like a point or point something. Chris Paul the other year by point something. And in 2007, when Chris Paul got there, David West averaged more than him.
Chris Paul got there in 05-06, didn't he?
No, he got drafted there. Yeah,
in 05-06.
05-06, David West. 07, David West. 08, Chris Paul by 1 point. Not even by like 0.5.
So Chris Paul. I didn't ask. You didn't tell me the difference between David West and Chris Paul, but you want to tell me the difference between Chris Paul and David West. Don't do that. So Chris Paul in 08.
What are you talking about?
Chris Paul in 08. Carry on 09.
No, stop. I'm not doing this with you, bro. I'm not doing this.
Who led the team in scoring in 09?
Because the whole premise of my argument said Chris Paul is not this guy who's just going to automatically lead his team in scoring. He'll probably be in a conversation, but I said he's not just going to be this guy who's always going to lead his team in scoring. He's never been that.
Derrick Rose would be.
Okay, fuck that shit. God. Just because you score more don't mean you're a better player, bro. Cut that shit out, bro. Cut that shit out.
So you lead your team in scoring.
Cut it out,
bro. Has more success in the regular season. And your
team
has more success in the postseason. But somehow I'm meant to believe Chris Paul's 15-9 is just better than the MVP Derrick Rose.
I can't fall for it either.
Yeah, 2011.
Didn't he make all?
Where did you rank? Where did you rank Bradley Beal, Mars? When he was on his back-to-back.
He wasn't the number one seed in the East.
He was a top 5 shooting guard.
And he wasn't the number one seed in the East, so don't do that.
Yeah, his team is in the play.
Ridiculous.
His team is an 8 seed. Up.
I mean,
And
how
you know,
many years?
the Bulls, the majority of the Bulls teams in and out the lineup. That year.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Comparing MVP Derrick Rose to Bradley Beal being an 8 seed is crazy, but whatever you want to do to
Bro,
it.
hold on, wait. Dub don't want to put in context that a lot of the starting five was getting hurt in and out the lineup, but Derrick Rose kept it the number 1 seed, and they swept the Miami Heat, the big 3 Heat that year too.
Yeah,
SB, I'll talk to you and have a conversation. I'm not talking to Mars.
See, Dub so ridiculous. This is just.
But, hey,
Can I read the super chat now, Dub?
And I'm gonna tell you when every time you do this shit, I'm not gonna lie. It's just too much tomfoolery, bro. And it's
Can I read the super chats now? Can I read
This
the
is
super
ridiculous. Go ahead, bro.
Aramis Jones said, "Did you guys see them saying the Knicks and Clippers are in talks of getting Paul George to the Knicks? Did you guys hear about that?"
Boy, the Knicks think they getting everybody though.
Yeah, Randall for Paul George. That's a good trade.
No, that's not happening.
That's an excellent trade.
If the Clippers are trying to get draft picks and go back to rebuilding.
Dub, how do you feel about this? There's 3 things we can't avoid in life: taxes, death, and KD super teams.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of him doing that shit. I'm not gonna hold you.
It's not even a good super team.
They need somebody like
Drink more water. Ask does CP3 start? Chris Paul, Steph, Clay, Green, and Looney. So he wants Wiggins off the bench for some weird reason.
No.
I mean, who knows if they get Draymond Green back though? Are they gonna get Draymond?
They're gonna bring Draymond back. And two cents said I definitely praise losing, for example, Jaylen Green on the Houston Rockets. But we're about to start winning, buddy, so you can be quiet.
I don't know, Mars. Houston Twitter has been on fire today. They are very scared. They're very nervous. They believe that they're about to end up with Brandon Miller.
I'm going to cry if Houston get.
They feel like it feels a lot like the Paolo situation when they thought, many were saying that Paolo was going to be there for him at 3.
Hey, just know, Brandon. I'm gonna tell you right now, Brandon Miller going to the Hornets, and just because he tried the gas like that interview to get Mike, no, Mike is competitive. Mike gonna draft him just to play him 1-on-1 at his old age. So don't worry, Bradley Miller, he going to the Hornets.
I hope so.
Once I seen that Michael Jordan has the last decision making on who they draft, I said, oh yeah, they picking bro. Mike don't like when you talk smack. Mike gonna draft him just to play him and probably get cooked because he old.
I mean, I would prefer them saying that Paul George was his favorite player.
Nothing wrong with Paul George being your favorite player.
Yeah, like Paul George is my GOAT.
It is wild, bro.
What's wrong with Paul George being his GOAT?
I think Tatum said something, not his GOAT, but one of his favorite players too.
Like that doesn't matter. If his GOAT is Paul George, what are you gonna do? Just go and debate him? Like,
right?
No, it's more of like I mean, when I heard Tatum say, if you don't have Kobe in your top 5, they can't talk basketball with you. Like,
I mean, there's a lot of people who feel that way because I mean, if you don't
absolutely
have Kobe,
facts,
if you don't have Kobe in your top 3, your view on basketball is kind of skewed, in my opinion.
Mars don't even have this mother. Yo, this dude.
Can I help you?
You don't even have Kobe in top 3.
And my view of basketball is skewed, Dub.
Get the fuck out.
So where do you want to go from here? You thought you could cook me with that one? No, buddy,
I'm not cooking you. This is frustrating, Mars. Yeah, shut up, bro.
Right, Dub. Do I bring new people up now?
You bring new people up. I'm tired of you, bro.
Goodbye, people. Goodbye, people. Does SP get to stay? No, he doesn't.
This is disgusting, bro. Like, this is so bad.
There's a guy called I Know Hoops up here. So
man.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Do you know Hoops?
I definitely know Hoops.
Prove it,
Smoke. Oh my God.
I mean, on that last topic I was on, as far as CP3 versus D Rose in 2011, I'm definitely saying D Rose was a better player.
Mute that other guy, Mars. I don't know who that person is.
Two-set, your mic has a crazy echo. If you can rectify that situation, that would be great. Thank you. Carry on, Mr. Nose Hoops.
Yeah, I was saying in 2011, I'm definitely saying D Rose was a better player. Not only because of the fact that he scored more points, but if you look at the team's makeup, he had to score more points. Like, who else was going to score on that 2011 team?
Yeah,
like, you're not going to Luau Deng for a bucket. You're not going to Joakim Noah for a bucket. You're not going to Taj Gibson for a bucket. Like, nobody else on that team is scoring buckets.
In 2011, who was the Chicago Bulls scoring options, though?
Oh, they had Dang, Boozer, Noah,
No
Gibson off
bucket.
bench.
So that's
None of
scoring
them are
options.
bucket.
Is that scoring options, Steve?
Literally, none of them can
Dang
score on
was-
their own. None of them.
Dang was a good scorer.
Luau Deng's a transition player, Dub.
Dang was. So you were telling me, Dub? You telling me you can give Dang the ball on the wing and he can work out?
No, it's not. It's
he can get the ball on the block.
He's a transition player.
But don't act as if like Luau Deng's scoring was predicated off of Rose, because before Rose and after Rose, like he was still relatively the same guy.
Yeah, transition player.
Bro,
which is
what
fine,
I'm saying
but
is,
that's not
he
his,
was the same guy.
He could hit a pull up.
So in the half court, who are they looking to?
Luau Deng could. So you saying Luau Deng could create for himself and get a bucket?
You're not listening.
I'm saying occasionally.
And I'm asking simply.
I'll give you occasionally. I can see to occasionally. What's occasionally lead to like 8 points out the game?
Hold up, y'all two arguing two different things. I mean,
Dub, in the half court, who are they looking for to create offense other than Derrick Rose?
Oh no, it was Derrick Rose. He was. You can't discount that. Yes.
Okay, and they were the number 1 seed, right?
Yes, that's fine, Morris. But they were the no.
Okay.
Oh my God, Morris.
Yeah, the only ball handlers that we had in 2011 was Derrick Rose and Kirk Heinrich. So I just.
But the dude.
Thank you, Chusette. Thank you.
But the dude. But the
Chicago
dude
Bulls
here.
my favorite team.
I appreciate bringing some sense to the panel.
Like,
put some sense.
You said Kirk Henry in 2011.
Hey, let us get Levine.
The only one that was ball handling, yes, the handling the ball.
Kirk Henry wasn't on that team in 2011.
Even worse, you're even more cooked. You're doubly cooked.
What are you
Was
talking
Bill
about?
Gordon still there?
No, there's
Bill
no
Gordon
Kirk
wasn't still
Henry.
there
I
either,
mean,
was he?
even worse.
Mars.
Lowe's here to cook you. Three the hard way. Three the hard way. That's what it's about to be.
This
You're
is so
cooked.
This
No,
is so
Dub, announce him. You got it.
Nah, I'm not doing it today, bro. Legend, what's up, bro?
Yo. First of all, Mars, this is the most nastiest I've ever seen Mars in my life.
Nastiest in my life.
Wait,
bro.
so I'm not cooking Dub right now.
No, this is nasty, Mars. Come
You're
on.
trolling, bro.
You're trolling so much. And the fact that these people come up here and they think that you're saying something that's true is also nasty.
So I'm not cooking Dub.
No.
I know Mars is trolling.
What counts as Dub to anything I've said?
I understand what Dub is trying to say though when he's trying to say that Chris Paul is a better point guard than Derrick Rose as far as how he can how he initiates the offense and how he
he's a better player than Derrick Rose.
I mean, yeah, of course, but
that's fine.
Like
if you agree with Dub,
yeah, exactly. I'm talking about specifically that year.
What counts as the Dub have for anything I said?
Mars, stop. Because anytime when I'm trying, because Mars, what you're doing all the time, you just keep bombarding shit. Relax. And anytime when I be like, no, you view it this way. Oh, nah, bro. That's not how I view things, or my point is irrelevant. It's like, Mars, stop. Because wait, let me ask you this. Was Amar Stoudemire better than Steve Nash?
Steve Nash was an MVP. That's a completely different conversation.
See? You're fucking.
Where's Chris Paul's MVP?
Where's
his MVP, dog?
Right now.
Your mic is crazy. Your mic is crazy.
Your mic is crazy, bro. Your mic.
One of y'all mics is like mad staticky.
Oh, it might be mine. My bad.
No, it's not yours. It's the dude next to me.
Is it me? Is it me?
No.
Is it me? No hoops.
Yep. It can't be. Nobody else is talking.
Mr. No Hoops. You gotta go, buddy.
Oh my God.
Dub. So explain.
Also, he didn't know hoops either. He didn't know hoops.
He knew hoops. Dub, explain how you're gonna correlate a 2-time MVP to Chris Paul.
Talk about him when he's gone, huh?
Mars, you're disgusting, bro.
See, this is
I'm just waiting on the argument that how Chris Paul was a better than Derrick Rose in the 2011. Like Chris Paul.
Low, save him. Low, make the argument because Dub couldn't do it. So Low, go ahead.
Yo, I hate this
want to
dude.
hear how
You started going
Rose
to who was the leading scorer of the team with
2010
David West and
2011.
Chris Paul, Mars.
And you couldn't counter me. So I want Low to try and do it. Maybe Low can save you.
Go ahead.
Maybe Low can save you.
This is nasty.
What is the question?
Why was Chris Paul better than Derrick Rose in 2011?
Oh, it's just specifically 2011?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that one.
Exactly.
Dub, you're cooked.
Exactly.
You're cooked.
Oh my God.
You are
I'm
cooked.
waiting to hear that argument, bro.
Was that your argument?
Low. No, stop. Low. He asked me. He said, "Who was the best point guard in 2011?" Right? And then I was gonna say, because the way we rank players, right? You know, we do a basis off of like what happened like the season before, But that
doesn't make sense because 2011 already happened.
Hold up, let me finish. So, like, if you want to say who performed the best, sure, you could say Derrick Rose. But like, who's still the best overall point guard player? I still think Chris Paul was the best overall point guard player. That was the argument I was having.
Cool.
Because Shea right now had an amazing year. But there's still some guys that will still say is like a better shooting guard. Even Trae Young this season, right? Who do you think is better, Trae Young or Shea?
He thinks Shea is better, but Lo, can I
Shea
ask you a very can I ask you a very simple question?
Mars, let me ask you this: do you think Trae's better or Shea?
I think Trae's better. Lo, can I ask you a very simple question?
Why?
I will get back to you. I need to ask Lo a very simple question.
Go ahead.
Lo, if someone asks you who the best player was in 2009, do you start thinking about 2008?
No.
Okay, Lo, I'm going to ask you another question. If the person we're talking about in 2011 was injured the year before, would it make sense for you to start bringing up the year he was injured the year before as if that would help his argument? Would that make sense?
Oh my!
It would not. No.
So why would he talk about the years prior when Chris Paul was hurt in 2010? That doesn't make sense. So, Dub, once again, how was Derrick Rose not better than Chris Paul in 2011 when the year prior he was hurt? So are we going back 2 years in the past to make this argument? Is that what we're doing?
I'm going to tell you, Mars. Similar to the way we view things, like a Kawhi Leonard, for instance. No, I'm gonna tell him like a Kawhi Leonard, for instance,
like real bad.
I'm about to tell him, like a Kawhi Leonard, for instance, in last year, how you were still saying he was a top 5, top 7 player, despite him being hurt and being injured. You were still ranking him off of what you knew he could be. The same way how you make a list of like a when healthy list with people, you're going to sit here and understand that. When I got asked the question, I'm thinking about Chris Paul when healthy throughout who he is as a player. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, in 2011, he had a down year with like 16 points and 9. But the year before that and the year before that, he was 18 and then 22. And even then the year after that was 19. But we won't have to get into the year after that. That's fine. That's irrelevant. But I'm going to judge Chris Paul off of what I think the caliber of player who he is. Similar to what you was doing with Kawhi Leonard last year. It's not rocket science, Mars. That's what you do all the time.
But that argument is flawed.
No. Hold on. Mars does that all the time. Mars did that last year with Kawhi Leonard. He consistently does that despite him being hurt.
I was looking for the TikTok clip that would have just ethered your whole point, but I can't find it. I made it explicitly clear this season that Kawhi Leonard cannot be in the top 10 based on his reputation because he's not playing like it. There's actually a TikTok clip of me saying that. So Dub, that whole Kawhi Leonard
not
made,
listening.
There's evidence of me not saying that.
You're not listening.
I heard you.
Last season. No. I said last season, and I said last
season Kawhi played. No. Last season I didn't rank him.
No, Mars. Listen. Last season, when we was talking about and ranking players last year, when you first started, you would sit here and be like, yes, Kawhi Leonard, like a
don't throw the baby out with
you
the
would sit here and be like, Kawhi Leonard's like a top 5 guy.
Oh yeah,
possibly better than KD.
Healthy. Yes, when healthy.
Okay, so that's what I'm ranking in, Mars.
That's not
Stop
what you
being
said,
nasty.
But the argument is flawed.
And the difference is when Kawhi Leonard came back this year and wasn't looking like Kawhi, I explicitly said I can't just give Kawhi benefit of the doubt of when healthy. I'm watching him playing. He's not playing at that level. So he's no longer at that level until he proves otherwise.
So
there's
Chris Paul, right?
Evidence of me saying that. Video evidence.
So Warriors, right?
Warrior. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about that. Dub's cooked. Let's change the topic. Cool. Dub, you got Ethan. Dub, you got cooked. Dub, get sent to the shadow room. Because you just
my
God. It got bad. It got real bad for you, Dub. It got real bad.
Oh no.
It's fine. You can come back up, but you can stay on the bottom.
Mars, you know.
Oh my God.
Mars. You're being so disgusting right now, and it's ridiculous. Because you know damn well what you said last season and what you give the benefit of the players who get hurt. So
yeah, I did it with Anthony
Cut
Davis
it out,
too.
bro.
I did it with Anthony Davis too.
You know so nasty. As soon as the stream is over, Mars is gonna be like,
You guys, you guys always say that once the cameras are off, Mars all of a sudden just starts taking back all his trolls. But there's never any evidence of me doing that. You guys just keep saying
the cameras are off though. That's why.
Oh, so stop saying stuff with no proof.
All right, I'll record.
Start recording. This dude, he's a disgusting motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is bad.
How'd y'all feel about the trade, man?
It's a terrible trade.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the Warriors are done. It's over. It's a wrap. They're done. Ski. They're not doing anything.
Dunsky.
They're not doing anything for real. Chris Paul and Steph in the backcourt.
Oh
GG's.
man,
Yeah.
GG's.
Who are they
That's
guarding?
two of the top 3-point guards of all time, though, according to some people up here. Right, Dub?
Wait, what? What happened?
That's two of the top 3-point guards of all time on the same team.
Who?
Right? On the Warriors.
Steph Curry and Chris Paul.
The top two?
Top 2 of the top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Interesting. So two top 3 players of all time in that position, but they can't win a championship.
I just can't get over the fact. I can't get over the fact that when Chris Paul, less than 5 feet from the basket, only made 12 shots all last year. I just that number keeps like replaying over and over and over again in my mind. 12 shots in a restricted area, bro. 12.
But with Steph Curry's gravity, is he not going to get more layups?
Oh my God.
Probably not, because Draymond and Poole are still going to probably be on the floor when they play.
Poole.
I mean, not Poole. Looney.
Yeah, get this low guy here. He don't know what he's talking about.
This guy is so bad.
Hey, what you think Poole doing in Washington?
Superstar numbers?
Superstar numbers.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's what Ticket said. That he puts up superstar.
I think Poole gonna put up a cool like 19, 20. I think like
you slow.
Oh no, he's definitely not putting up
at least 25 for sure.
Yeah, he's putting up over 25.
Yeah,
he might win the scoring title.
And efficiency will go all out the window if he does.
Who cares about the efficiency? He might win the scoring title.
He might go AI.
It might be some Allen Iverson efficiency in the 2020s, which is crazy.
Are the Wizards bringing back Kyle Kuzma?
No, they're not.
They need to get Jordan Poole as much shots as possible. Get rid of everyone who's going to take.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say, okay, if it's just Jordan Poole there and they just got a bunch of pieces around him, then oh yeah.
He scored 20 last season, so it's clearly gonna be more than 20.
Yeah, it's gonna be 25.
He might put up 30. He might put up 30. It'll be a Jerry Stackhouse 30, but it'll be a 30.
I was just thinking about Kyle Kuzma. I feel like he want the ball.
I don't know how you're doing this, man.
Bro, this is ridiculous.
It's nasty to them.
Mark, can I ask you, where do you rank AD? Real quick. Or where did you rank AD? Where did you rank AD last season or the year before?
Top 10.
In 2021 as well?
Yes, you're gonna say how I'm inconsistent. I'm going to agree with you. Can I read the super chats?
This is
this
is so nasty, bro. See, that's why when you're trolling, this is why chat, and I want y'all to understand. When Mars starts trolling, what he'll do is he'll just say fuck everything that I value and just be like, I'm gonna just go with what just sounds right. And it's like it's bad.
I mean, you holding me to different values. I mean, I'm clearly
he says things that he knows that like sounds appealing to the masses. That's what he does.
Exactly.
It's not that he never agrees with. Stupid. It's not my fault they're stupid.
I mean, at the end of the day, bro.
Like this so
MVP
bad.
Derrick Rose is better than CP3 in 2011.
Thank you.
Two said we could have this discussion later.
No one agrees with you, Dub. No,
we could do it later, bro.
Everyone disagrees with Dub. Low disagrees. Two set disagrees. Real Talk disagrees. I disagree. The chat disagrees, but Dub seems to think that he's right. It's so
also the Wizards.
Did I
disagree?
go ahead.
You can say yes. You disagreed.
You can read the super chats, but the Wizards are also like one of the worst ran organizations I've ever seen in my life.
For sure.
We can get into that after the super chats. Terry with 2 dads, love is love. Can you tone it down? Don't hurt Dub's feelings. Yeah, Dub. If you wanna complain at me and call me fake, shut up.
Oh my god!
Mars. Let me read the super chat. Let me read the super
This
chat.
guy's fucking crazy today.
Wayu said he gave Dub every year he individually underperformed in the playoffs, and he still cried winning bias to him. I have losers above him, so where's his bias, Dub? Where's his bias?
Who?
Wayu said he told you about every year that Chris Paul underperforms, and you accused him of having winning bias. But he's saying he has people who never won above Chris Paul. So how is he?
He said that he has players?
Yes.
No, because I told him that because what he brought up in that super chat, he brought up literally singular moments out of the whole postseason series of like things that like that CP3 did negatively. And the point in which you said before, what happens with players is when they lose, people will just run to a singular moment to be like, this guy's a loser or a choker, rather than pay attention to what happened in the playoffs in its whole totality. So that's what it is. And there's a TikTok clip of you actually explaining that pretty well. So,
but he does also have some very crucial bad plays in playoff games. That's also a fact.
I've also seen playoff games where Chris Paul take over in the fourth quarter and nobody else does absolutely anything.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
I've also seen Chris Paul blow a 3-1 lead. But Lou said I asked Dub that question to follow up with my own, but then Dub kicked him out. Lou, you're free to come back up here and cook Dub if you need. Like, nothing wrong with that. Demon Corey Harris said, Dub, are you single? My sister would like to date you.
That's the same guy that talked about chill. If she wants it, she wants it. I mean, just send her my way, man.
There
Fuck
you go.
it.
Newton said, do you guys think Bob Myers would have done this trade?
I really don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
There's no possible way. My Mike Dunleavy is.
And Lo, you know what the nasty thing is, Lo? I don't have any host privileges today. So it's like, I can't do nothing.
I'm doing a great job.
That.
I'm doing a great job of hosting.
And he knows that he can't do nothing.
I'm doing a great job of hosting. I'm sending the link to the chat. There's 1,000 people in here. For whatever reason, people don't want to be on the show. I don't know why. But I'm sending the link every so often. I'm reading super chats. I'm keeping up. I'm asking you guys the questions. I'm cooking all of you. I'm doing everything possible. But
he's a LeBron hosting.
He's a LeBron.
How dare you compare me to that guy with 6 finals losses? But Lo, you said the Wizards are the worst front office ever. Why?
Yeah, when you look at what they did, dating back to like the John Wall pick or even the Jan Vesely pick, like what they've gotten out of those players is kind of comical. Even right now, Chris Paul, like people are like celebrating about like picking up Jordan Poole. As a sidebar, Jordan Poole might be on like a top 10 worst contract in the NBA right now, and I think people are kind of like over exaggerating that's redundant. They're exaggerating and embellishing who Poole is as a player without acknowledging the benefits that he receives playing alongside like Curry, Clay, Draymond, and them. Like he's arguably, he is one of the worst defensive players in the NBA that's going to receive like 30 plus minutes next season. The efficiency last year was like at league average. If that, it might have been actually below league average, but it was like basically at league average on a team that had proper floor spacing, proper ball movement, playing next to a superstar. And he's going to get paid. He's going to start getting paid like $30 plus million for the foreseeable future. Like what they just got in return for Bradley Beal is just comical, and it's because they gave Bradley Beal a no trade clause, and it's just one of the worst ran franchises in the NBA. The only other team that comes close is Charlotte.
Does anyone?
Lo, what did you think? What you think the Lakers like plan on doing? What you think we trying to cook up right now? I saw we went up to 40th. We got the 17th pick. Are you trying to package that and get something? Or?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I think there's a lot of teams that are probably, especially with the new CBA, they're probably going to look to like rebuild and restart instead of just trying to be in the middle because they realize like it just costs too much. Like certain things are going to start adding up, and it's not going to make any financial sense to like be in the middle, which is why I think Washington did what they did. So I think that, yeah, maybe the Lakers can do something, but I don't think it's going to be anything of significance. I would more so look out for Philly with Tobias Harris expiring, and then also who gets Grant Williams from Boston. Those are the two players I see that's going to be moving the needle a lot. And also Kyrie as well. I mean, can't forget about Kyrie.
Lo, what do you think about Amani Bates?
Oh my God.
Oh, I feel like this is is he trying to set me up?
No, he hates Amani. He hates Amani.
I don't hate anyone, Dub. That's a strong word. But what do you think about Amani Bates?
You don't hate Karl Malone.
What do you think about Amani Bates?
That's a yes for everybody who don't know. I'm to be fair, I don't know too much about him, so I'm not gonna make it seem like I'm very well versed around him. I just don't know like what is he really excelling. I feel like there's nothing. Okay, that's what I thought. Like there's nothing about him that I like that lets me know like he has like a foundation to really build on. So I'm not really that high on players like that. Those players kind of scare me because in reality, those players have to be in a very specific and unique situation for them to really work out.
So is it safe to assume you don't think he's a first round pick?
If he is, he's a late first rounder. Somebody said he should be higher than late first round.
I was just being told he was a first round pick. Me personally, I think he's going in the bottom 10 of the draft. But that's fine. If you think
Why are people high on him? Why are people high on him? Because
they say that he's 6'9", got a handle, which is suspect. He's a 3-level scorer, which he's really kind of not. Kind of a shot chugger in a sense.
Which he is.
So
Mars compared him to Cam Thomas, right?
Yeah, I said he's basically Cam Thomas, but he's worse. But he's basically Cam Thomas. Someone who can only chuck up shots and score high volume, low efficiency, can't pass the ball, can't play defense. But the issue with him is he also is probably one of the most unathletic players in the draft as well. Can't create separation, whereas Cam Thomas can. His handle is also suspect, whereas Cam Thomas has a good handle. And the best bet he has is maybe being able to just catch and shoot, but he's also shown no signs of that because he just dominates the ball in college as well. So you don't even know if he can play without the ball. But first round pick, I guess.
If he is, it's literally a late first rounder. I can't. If it's anything earlier than like the 25th pick, I think they're just growing really high on him.
But you still think there is possibility for him going in the first round, though?
Yeah, there is.
Because later teams might believe that in their specific unit on their specific team that it could work out for him, and because they just give him more time to develop and give him better foundational tools. But there's just no way that any of the lottery teams or teams that are in the middle who need something a bit more certain will draft him. It just doesn't. It will never. That's just not going to make any sense. But if you are Denver, or if you're Boston, or if you're Philly, like you have better pieces to surround him with and give him more foundational pieces, then he can kind of build off of like a Joel Embiid or build off of Tatum or build off of Jokic without a doubt.
Yo, Lo. I have a question. What do you think the Hawks should do moving forward? My Atlanta Hawks. No, I just need. What do you think the Hawks could do?
The Hawks are another team where like they just keep doing this thing where they're adding pieces to the roster that doesn't really make any sense. They're kind of screwed. Like the DeAndre Hunt, not the DeAndre Hunter, DeJounte Murray pickup last year. I was fairly optimistic, and it worked out about as good as I thought it was. It's just that John Collins contract is just like that's another really bad deal.
Nobody likes John Collins.
Yeah,
that's
I like the Eastern Conference Finals.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
John Collins, yeah, he's whatever. I have a suggestion for Boston. I think they should really look into getting Russell Westbrook.
Oh man,
who?
That's
serious.
That's a former MVP. I agree.
Boston Celtics.
We don't have unless he takes a vet minimum. They don't have the space to sign him.
But yeah, I'm saying on the vet minimum.
He might take
on the vet minimum. But I think they need somebody to create rim pressure consistently.
Then they should have got Chris Paul.
I think there's enough shooting for him to get away. No, not Chris Paul. No, they have enough shooting to get away with Westbrook on the court, especially with Porzingis and Horford. So I think that's a team he could fit on and work on, and I think a team that could hide his weaknesses with the Celtics.
What's good, Brody?
You're muted, my friend. So you spoke with a lot of excitement, but we couldn't hear you. So,
Lo, what was your question?
Try it again if you want. It was about the Hawks, but he already asked you that. What was your question that you had for Dub, Lou?
My question. Well, my question, for Dub is that not even more of a question. It's more of a statement. I have a prediction that I like to tell every Miami Heat fan, and I feel like it's gonna age well.
Is it a good one or a bad one?
Well, you're not gonna like it, so please don't kick me off the show.
I'm
ready to kick you. So.
No. Hold on.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Look. I'm telling you, the Hawks next year will be better than Miami and a top 5 seed, and the Heat are falling off next year too.
I mean, we were the 8th seed this year. I mean, it don't. We were the 8th seed, so I mean, I don't know how far we could fall off from that.
I believe that the Hawks can genuinely make a run. We can make a run. We have the resources.
Make a run on what?
So what?
I
think Atlanta has
run where? Where are you running?
I think Atlanta has the tools to be like a top 5 seed, but
y'all have to let him answer the question.
Not run a run.
We have look. We have the tools to be able to make an Eastern Conference visit. We do. We do have the tools. We can, bro.
No,
I'm telling you. I see the potential. I see it.
In what way?
Can y'all beat? Okay, so you feel like y'all can beat Philly?
No, they just need all the good teams on the other side of the bracket.
I was about to say,
that's what I'm saying.
How do you? They still have to face one.
They have to face Milwaukee, Boston, or
no.
Philly.
But if they're not one of the two, let's say it's the 1 seed, the 4 seed, and then one of them for some reason is a 7.
I can see.
Then all of a sudden you don't have to play one of them.
I can see Atlanta taking out Philly.
Oh, because Embiid,
he literally.
Mars is so.
Indoor Boys just said Troll Mars is regular ticket, low key. There we go. No more super chats.
Troll Mars is worse than ticket.
When y'all literally say that Atlanta can be a top 5 seed. What they're saying, Chad, is they can literally be at best the 5th seed. Because the 4 seeds are just.
I agree.
Yeah, it's like so literally y'all are just saying they're the 5th seed, bro.
It's good.
You're right. You're actually right.
Yeah, the 4 seeds are already set in place. Like it's done already.
Where what was it? Cleveland, Philly, Milwaukee, and Boston.
That's
Cleveland.
Yes.
Okay.
The Knicks.
Are you ready? Are you ready for this Evan Mobley leap? Offensive leap?
Stop.
Okay, buddy.
Y'all gonna start disrespecting KG 2.0.
He gonna start making threes?
That's
he
it.
didn't even need to make threes. He needs to be able to finish around the rim. He needs to be able to finish around the rim.
Jabari Smith in Houston is KG 2.0. You heard it.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
You heard it here.
Jabari Smith is KG. Okay.
No way.
You heard it here first.
Jabari Smith is Trevor Ariza.
No, he's not.
Nah, he's better than Trevor Ariza.
He ain't better than Trevor Ariza.
He's better than Trevor Ariza.
He's better than Trevor Ariza.
Are you forgetting what Trevor Ariza was in high school?
Oh my God!
Yo,
What do y'all have
to say?
Bottom in the cap. Bottom in the cap. Let's go, bro. Oh my God, bro!
So we're just forgetting about Trevor Ariza.
Oh, I think he froze. He froze.
He not froze. He here.
He ain't froze. He's just staying still.
Dang.
I don't know if he's gonna talk, but we're just gonna sit in silence until he does.
Yeah, want to? We could just sit in silence.
Yeah. Shush. Okay, buddy. I tried to give him the chance to talk.
There's no way he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, I tried.
This is so bad, bro.
And I'm my fault. I tried. I don't know what was going on. So
I don't know what you drunk in your cup of tea today, man. But it must have been sensational.
Said you're bulging, dog.
Oh my God.
People don't. The thing is, people are so funny. Like I get a 2.
He gets a buzz cut.
I get a buzz
Hey,
cut.
don't get mad at me. I'm Demon
Dub,
Corey.
I'm not mad at you.
Do you get enhancement?
I've heard Dub say this 18,000 times.
I don't know how I gotta keep telling the same thing. Like,
Dub, why didn't you just accept that you're bolding?
Because I'm not.
Yo, what is it? What's the other gentleman got to say? Because Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, DY4011.
What's good? Can y'all hear me?
Hold on.
No.
I hear you.
Wow.
We hear you. Oh man,
What's good, y'all? I was just gonna ask y'all with the draft and stuff coming up. I know we're all in the camp that Damian Lillard needs to get moved, but obviously, they don't care about their safety there in Portland. So, y'all think like, who do you think they're going to target with that pick? Do you think they'll actually draft it or trade it off? Because I don't like Scoot or Thompson there at 3.
You don't like Scoot?
You don't like Scoot?
I like him. I just don't like him with that fit next to Dame, to be honest.
Forget the fit next to Dame. Forget it.
Do you like Scoot?
Yeah, I like him as a prospect for sure.
Then you take him.
I like Scoot more than 1B.
Will anybody here trade him for Zion? Just want to see what y'all think about.
To be honest with you, I think the way that was going on in Portland is just two people don't want to be the bad guy. They don't want to make it seem as if like they're the ones who are in a relationship. And so I think they're probably going to end up drafting the player anyway, just so Dame can finally come out and say, like, look, man, I told you I don't want to be a part of a rebuild, and y'all forced my hand. Yeah. I think that's what's probably going to end up happening. But I think they are going to draft.
Yeah, I mean, like
I think Dame is leaving this offseason. I think
this is the offseason.
I mean,
I damn sure hope so.
There, you know,
where y'all think he's going to go?
Milwaukee.
Okay. Milwaukee. I think he's probably going to go to Philly, actually.
Why?
Tobias and expiring. They probably want to move on Harden.
If what's it called? Now I'm not sure with the contract, but if Middleton and Brook Lopez don't come back, is that enough money for Dame?
No, they're well over the cap.
Still?
They have to make the trade. They have to trade him.
Even with Middleton and Brook Lopez,
are you saying Brook Lopez and Middleton are signing trades over there? That's what you're saying?
No. Because Middleton, I thought he's testing free agency.
Yeah, he opted out.
Okay, so if he opts out and Brook Lopez also is off the books, how they have to trade somebody to get him? So who are they trading to get him, Doug?
Joe Ingles in a pick.
We can see.
What, Doug? We can see.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I just want him on Milwaukee. I'm not even gonna hold you. I just want him on Milwaukee.
Dub, you're a Miami fan, and you're here saying you want to see Damon.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why not?
I would love to see him. I would love to see him on the Heat. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see that. I want to see how Dame and Giannis will play together. That shit would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That is relevant to the super chat asking if he spoke.
Yeah, that's championship stuff there.
I will be a Milwaukee fan.
Get out of here!
Oh no!
Fake fan. Oh
Take the.
It has been time stamped already.
Oh,
at 3:41 p.m.
Fake fans make me sick. Like, how can you just switch up your teams like that?
Yeah, we need more guys true to their city, like Mars with Houston.
Exactly. Like, it's weird that you guys can just switch up who you root for.
Just gonna be a Bucks fan. Like
the lack of loyalty in society now is tragic.
This guy's fucking ironic. Disgusting.
Stand up. Get off your knee.
Crazy, bro. Huh? What about teaming up Julius Randle and Dame in New York?
I'm tired of hearing Julius Randle. I really don't like Julius Randle.
Why don't you like Julius Randle?
Because he's a bro.
He's a bro. You said what?
It's a real hooper, man.
Oh, y'all are trolling.
Did you not watch his podcast with Paul George?
Oh man.
Is this what you guys are talking about when
he's working on his game? He's been watching film. Once his foot's better, he's gonna get in the lab. He's gonna be a new player.
He had one bad 3-point contest. Everybody thinks he's trash, man.
No, that's not.
Listen,
that's not.
He's gonna develop his right hand, like Jaylen Brown's gonna develop his left hand.
Mm-hmm.
Is this Cam?
This is it.
Wow. There's a Tyrone Hill Cam.
No, Tyrone Hill Cam was already here, but his mic was just.
Okay.
How do y'all feel like how do y'all feel like they're handling Curry's last years as a peak player?
They're doing a terrible job.
Yeah, a horrible job. Jesus.
I really don't care. That's usually like how stuff like that goes.
They did a horrible job from when they traded KD and Kyrie.
What?
When did?
You mean just KD?
We're talking about Steph Curry, right?
Yeah. When did Kyrie get traded?
This season, the Nets traded KD and
No, Steph Curry.
Oh, my bad.
No way.
My bad.
The Golden State dynasty is officially it's wraps. I don't like the Chris Paul move. I don't see the vision.
You know, but like, damn, like you don't win. You don't win every year. Like, I mean, yeah, y'all may be falling off now, but you had years of, where your front office got you Kevin Durant and Andre Iguodala and that bench and like Draymond and like, you don't win them all. You know what I'm saying?
They should just be grateful that they had a good time and now it's a bad time.
You had a good run. Steph, like, but he's asking about Steph specifically, like, and I'm not feeling sorry or bad for Steph. Like, it's part of the gig, bro.
Yeah, Steph had a very
he's still getting paid. He had a great career. He's still adding on to the great.
It's kind of tough though that you're gonna have a guy that like is probably gonna age really gracefully, and you're just selling him by getting washed up CP. It's
Okay,
tough,
but Curry has been blessed throughout his career. Let's not act like.
Oh yeah.
How has he been blessed?
The messed up part about it is that this
He
is
has
all
been blessed.
it's all preventable. That's the messed up part about it.
Wait, okay, go on now.
No, how?
Yeah, because stop entertaining Mars for the.
No, go on.
I'm saying that all this stuff was preventable. That's the reason why it's kind of sad, because like these are all things that people kind of told them not to do, or people kind of projected for them not to do, and they end up trying to do this thing where they were building a championship caliber team while also, like, I don't know why, but keeping a bunch of like young players on the roster. Like everybody knew that they should have traded those picks. Everyone knew that it didn't make any sense to try to build a championship contender while also trying to build up a young core. And Warrior fans were just so caught up that they had the audacity of calling Jordan Poole the next Splash Brother. Like, it was pretty nasty for the past 24 months.
Hey, low key, you know what I think, and it may sound kind of crazy, but I think if they didn't win that championship, that they get dealt, those players get dealt, like, and they would have been dealt like last offseason, where they would have had more value at that time, and maybe those trades actually benefit, helping Steph Curry as far as right now, because he is still playing very well. Because now their value is so low to where, you're not getting much for
Kuminga
Jordan
and
Poole,
and
it didn't help that like they were trying to compete and they drafted some of like the most raw prospects you could find, like James Wiseman and Kuminga needed so much.
Because now you win a chip, now you feel like you have to pay Jordan Poole that kind. Like, there was a domino effect to them winning that championship.
But it was they were convinced though that Jordan Poole was going to be that guy, and like I just not to say that he didn't show signs of promise. I don't want to make it seem like that at all, because he certainly did, but not to the extent of the contract that he received. And also, like, again, going into the 2020 draft, bro, everyone knew that they should have traded that pick, bro. Everyone knew that. That was something that was that was a layup of a decision. Everyone knew that, and also they could have packaged that pick with the 2021 pick that they got from
Minnesota.
With the Wiggins. Like, everybody knew that was supposed to be done, and like I'm floored that they decided not to pull the trigger on that. I'm very disappointed. And even though yes, they got another ring post the 2020 draft, that is just like that's like three highly valued assets that have now gone to waste. They got basically nothing for Wiseman. They got Steph. Chris
first
Paul,
off, he just swung and missed. Like, you had that high of a draft pick, and then you didn't
you swung and missed.
Yeah, you swung and missed.
You gave up a draft pick in Jordan Poole to get an expiring Chris Paul, and then also Kuminga, who even if you still are optimistic about who Kuminga is, he still wasn't even the best player available at that time, because the next pick is Franz Wagner. So like you just like you completely mismanaged 3 years of draft capital assets completely, even though like 80% of the community knew that was supposed to be traded. That is just disappointing from a ball club that's been like fairly forward thinking. I just can't believe they just did that. That was crazy.
Do you think that they were just like trying to do too much and like reinvent the wheel, or do you think they just actually?
Yeah, I'm saying eventually, even the great ones start. You start losing it. You start losing your touch, man. It is what it is. Like,
it was also the arrogance, because they were saying like we're so far ahead of everybody, and that I'm like, all right, bro, like we got it, dog. Like, we got it, and they just mismanaged it. And but the reason why it'd be one, because of course, like you said, everybody is not perfect, so the teams are going to make mistakes. Front office is going to make mistakes. Like, as well-rounded as like the Miami Heat have been for the Pat Riley or exposure years, they've still made bad decisions with certain contracts, right? It's how obvious it was a decision to trade the pick. It was so obvious not to draft Wiseman and then Kuminga and then give Poole that contract. It was too obvious for them not to do those things, and yet they still did it. So yeah, that's tough. That sucks.
Well, that was probably a belief in their, development program and coaching. And again, there's always they feel like they've done similar things before, so we can maybe do it again. Not that you're creating a Steph Curry or nothing like that, but just a viable player that could play alongside these players. And it didn't work
they built
out.
that core through the draft. Thought they could do it again, maybe.
Yeah, but why? Why roll the dice on that? That's such a crazy thing to roll the dice on when you already have something that is valuable in front of you. Like, it's so crazy to say.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree
crazy.
for sure. I just figured that might be like where that arrogance came from. Like, we've already done it once and we built a dynasty.
Well, let's also keep it a bean. The front office that's here now is not the front office that drafted these players that built this.
True.
So if they are of the belief that that's what they did, I guess. But like, y'all are not like this was back in the Don Nelson years where some of this was getting built, where Larry Riley was building this. By the time Bob Myers got on the team, Curry and Clay had already been drafted. Like, those players are already on the roster. So
they got lucky because Steph Curry was injury prone early in his career. Otherwise, a lot of this stuff wouldn't be done.
Mars, are you done trolling?
Actually, paid.
I want to ask how Steph's always been blessed.
Mars, are you done?
He has been blessed. What do you mean?
Been blessed. Yeah, I know.
Steph has 2 rings without a top 75 player.
Oh my God,
bro!
How's that blessed?
He's blessed because
that's more than
he's had a consistent supporting cast around.
I'm gonna tell him
second round pick and Klay Thompson.
He's been blessed.
Still doing the draft pick narratives.
He's been blessed because he had such a good team for a very long time. On top of that, I mean, let's be real here. I'm talking about being blessed. Like, let's be real. That there are some rings that he got because there was injuries that went in their favor. As a part of it.
Well, with the injuries thing, I feel like that's for everybody, though. I feel like you can.
I'm just saying, we're talking about
and not only that,
and in 2019, I guess he wasn't blessed, right? Because
he wasn't blessed. He wasn't that.
Okay, I want to talk about
then
the
it equals out, and then he's just
equal out. 2018, 2015,
2018. That's just you dick riding Chris Paul.
Fuck out of here! What the fuck you talking?
Because they were not going to beat the Warriors.
They were up 3-2. Y'all, they were up 3-2.
Philly was up 3-2 on Boston this year, and they lost.
Chris Paul.
Y'all don't think the Rockets were going to beat the Warriors that year?
No,
they don't think so, which is stupid to me. It's stupid.
Okay.
Because Chris Paul, he played very good defense on Curry. It's not a coincidence that Stephen Curry had his best games after CP3 got hurt. It's not a coincidence.
That's true.
Not a coincidence. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Is that the same series that they had like the record?
So why don't you stop dick riding me and stop dick riding me?
I see what's going on now. Y'all see what's going on now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. How did Chris Paul get brought up?
Take a time out, Dub. Get your composure back.
That's
insane.
No.
That's
Mark, before I go, are you still trolling? Are you like peak troll right now, or can
No,
I?
I'm. Well, my question.
No,
was
he was.
genuine, but you can ask your genuine.
Just don't use
Can
that word. Bro.
I want to ask you.
I apologize, Dub. Sincerely.
It's cool.
I apologize.
It's cool.
Oh, look at them makeup. Look, this is a very serious question. How do you feel about what they got in Phoenix?
What, Bradley Beal?
Like Bradley Beal, the makeup of the roster. Like, how do you feel about
Terrible. It's just terrible. It's egregious. It doesn't make sense.
Really?
Okay,
it's terrible. It goes back to, this is no troll. It goes to the theory of redundancy. Bradley Beal is redundant on Phoenix. The best value that he provides is his shot creation, his ability to create in the mid-range, and his ability to create scoring opportunities for himself. Phoenix already have 2 people on the roster who are top 10 in the league at doing that. That would therefore make Bradley Beal's skill set redundant. So even though he's great at it, it doesn't provide much value to Phoenix. Now, if you put that on a team like Miami who need that elevates the team to a whole nother level. You put it on a team that already has shot creators who are better than him, it doesn't move the needle. Not to mention the fact he's not a great defender, he's not a great playmaker, and the team still has no depth. It makes no sense for that trade to benefit them when it comes to winning a trade.
So what type of player should have Phoenix looked for?
Interior defense or some type of rim pressure playmaking. Or
are they better? Are they better than they were before?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
No. I'm gonna be honest
better.
with you. I don't think they are actually.
Really?
Chris Paul passing the ball at the top of the key more valuable than Bradley Beal's shot creation.
I think
way.
I think if you want to argue,
it
is.
Nah,
For
I
Phoenix, it's more
I
valuable.
think
if you want to argue,
yes, they need those John Stockton.
I think if you want to argue talent, I can understand, but from a whole standpoint, like Bradley Beal is on one of the worst contracts in the NBA. They lost all flexibility financially to do anything that they want to on that team. That is a worse situation than they were in before.
But
he's on a super max contract, and we all know that he's not a super max player at all.
So, Lo, let me ask you this: Would you have felt more comfortable?
Jeez.
Would you have felt more comfortable with
Bradley getting
CP3, Devin Booker, and them boys rolling the dice again, or Bradley Beal on this team?
I would rather CP3 knowing that after this year he's off my books.
No money scenario. No money scenario. We're talking
from a talent standpoint, yes, I would rather Beal, but I would rather have traded CP3 for things that I know that I need. And Bradley Beal doesn't provide those things that I need, while also putting me in a worse situation than where I was at before financially to provide the things that I need.
So how far does Phoenix make it next year?
I get that.
I think it's a second round exit.
Second round exit.
But because again, like, what do they? I just think, and maybe I'm more pessimistic on it than a lot of other people, but it's like, bro, it's a bunch of players on the team that need other players to really create advantage for them to maximize who they are as ball players. Like, that's what's on that team right now.
Like, what teams in the West do you think is gonna like put them out? Like the Warriors right now, like the Lakers still, or just the Nuggets?
The Nuggets.
I actually do think the Lakers could beat them, depending on who they get in terms of wing depth.
Who they get? That's true.
Yeah, the Nuggets can still beat them. I think that, again, the Lakers, depending on what they get, if the Clippers are healthy, they can beat them.
Yeah.
Who guarding on them?
On which team? On which team?
Suns? You talking about the Suns?
That's
what I'm saying. It depends on who we get. He's talking about us as Laker fans, though.
I think the Clippers will match up well, honestly.
Yeah, I think the Clippers also match up well with them. If the Lakers, we just really need to get one wing because I think LeBron. Okay, I think LeBron on KD. I mean LeBron on AD. LeBron on KD.
KD, I'm not gonna lie, LeBron might be.
LeBron wouldn't guard KD 6 years ago, but you think he's gonna do it?
I'm saying that comfortably because I've seen KD not be able to get by Christian Brown. I'm comfortable with it, nigga.
LeBron refused to guard KD 7 years ago. He's not allowed to start doing it now.
And right now, all he has to do is basically guard Dirk. That's what he's going to be guarding. He's going to be guarding 2012 Dirk.
He couldn't even guard Dirk.
No,
he couldn't even guard Dirk.
Low, don't be nasty. Low.
Stop. Hey, don't have me put on this camera and get on this KD rant. Please stop.
He's not trying to. He's not 2012.
Are we forgetting the 2011 finals? Are we forgetting the 2011 finals?
Dirk was cooking wrong.
LeBron on KD is kind of nasty, but you still have Devin Booker and Bradley Beal. So who
that's what I said. It's the wings that we get because one of them is if they go off, that's fine, but they're gonna be going off in the mid-range area. Like it took Devin Booker to be shooting 80% basically on mids for them to win 2 games against the Nuggets, and they barely won those 2 games. Like that's how they had to win.
So you saying it's not sustainable?
Yeah, none of that is sustainable.
So
you know what's something crazy, Mars? even with him shooting that well, they were right at a 120 offensive rating in one of those games. The Nuggets did that the entire postseason long.
The Nuggets were on a different level. They
so there's no way
you guys just meat riding the Nuggets.
That team was bad.
Meat riding the Nuggets. What?
Yeah, but what? So wait, Dub. So what is the rest of the roster going to look like?
Oh no! I just said that team. I don't like the fit of the Suns. Actually, I don't like it at all.
Yeah,
like,
and also Frank Vogel coaching them too. Oh man.
Well, you don't like Frank Vogel? That's a championship coach.
As an offensive coach, no. Defensively, when he has the pieces, absolutely. But he doesn't have the pieces. Frank Vogel predicates his defensive identity off of ball pressure and playing in passing lanes while funneling in the attack to the lane for a rim protecting like Roy
DeAndre
Hibbert or
Ayton.
Anthony Davis. Okay, and you're chatting right now, and I told you let's be serious. And you're
Wait,
chatting.
DeAndre Ayton can't protect.
No, I need you to apologize to me because I thought we were having a serious conversation. And you're still
But
talking.
no. But I'm
No,
confused.
no.
So DeAndre Ayton can't protect the rim.
You're talking, Mars. I need you to apologize to me.
Dub.
It's not amazing, but he could.
Exactly.
It's not a crazy level.
I haven't seen anything from Ayton that makes me think he's.
It's not
willing
enough to
be
move
that
the needle
player.
for them, though, Mars.
He was compared to David Robinson coming out of college.
Oh my no!
See, and this is why I need him to apologize because he's trolling.
Let me read some super chats.
Yeah, please.
Wait, hold on, wait. I forgot my question. Never mind. Oh no. Wait, let me ask Lo this. Legend of losing.
Oh my god!
So
now you know he done found a clip to try to get.
No. This is to prepare yourself for later on. So with you stating all of this, how this is terrible, it's not going to work out and everything. If KD makes this work, how much of a 180 are you going to do? Off of this premise off of this opinion that you have now, how this
why I'm not? You know why I'm not? Because more than likely it's not going to be because of KD. It's probably going to be because of Devin Booker and Bradley Beal being more better playmakers. That's probably why.
So nasty.
Wow.
So I will give all the praise to D Book and Bradley Beal being the better players.
But what if KD is responsible?
I guess.
No, I'm just saying.
If he becomes a great playmaker.
Yeah, and then we'll turn off 2K and then we'll have real conversations at that point.
That's just crazy. Get the hate out your heart. Man.
You're right.
It's crazy.
Get the hate out.
So you're completely done with KD, like no faith at all that he can make it work.
It's not that I don't have faith in him. He can get it done on another team that best utilize and optimize who he is as a player.
Lowe was calling KD the best player in the world when he was on Golden State, but it's fine.
No way.
I mean, let's be fair. There's a lot
do you hear this nigga trolling in his voice, Dub? There's no way you're falling for that.
Trolling in my voice.
No, those Twitter receipts. I seen a lot of stuff come from you that I did not expect.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
because some of the stuff is trolls, Dub. Dub, there's literally tweets of me like this year talking about how John Stockton is a top 5 point guard. Like that's not.
Yeah, I know that.
So you're saying that you troll?
Yes, I've been saying this.
God.
What?
troll. Mike said a super chat. Who are the best mismatch hunters in NBA history?
LeBron,
Luka, up there. What you mean?
Carry on.
Who else?
Steph.
Ugh.
Nash.
Steph gets mismatch hunted.
Nash.
That 10
out of 10 we gotta give Harden some love. We get Harden some love.
Harden.
And Harden be doing that against everybody.
Jokic and Murray dribble handoffs to an extent as well.
Yeah, I'll be quiet. I'm not talking about 2-man games. I'm not doing that.
Oh man, you're hate. That's how most mismatches happen. Somebody sets a screen for a switch.
But you don't give both of them credit.
Yeah, I know, but that's how it goes though. Like, let's be honest.
We're not about to say Draymond.
We will give the credit to Jamal Murray.
We're not about to do that. Yeah, so Jamal Murray's mismatch. David West, right? Though.
Oh my
God.
God.
Man.
Right up.
Yo, no way.
What's the next super chat?
Yeah, please.
Oh, this is Wayne coming back to cook you. CP3, 15 playoff years, 9 of them were healthy, so he got hurt 6 times. 4 maybe at an all-time level, all only a small sample size, only first or second round exits. Tell me why Dub has losing bias for Chris Paul. Dub?
All right, well, this is the last time I'm gonna say this for you, because you keep trying to negate that whole 15-year playoff run that you had. Number one, the same way that you got negative for Chris Paul, nobody's gonna discount that. You could talk about all the positives he did too. One of those things, Oklahoma City Thunder, that team was supposed to be a bottom of the gutter team, and they were able to make the playoffs because of him. Number two, in the finals in 2021, he had probably one of the best postseason series he's ever had against the Milwaukee Bucks unit. You had actually in his first playoff series, he was actually playing very well against the San Antonio Spurs, against a great defense and Tim Duncan and those boys. 2011, the Lakers. 2015. And 2014 against the Oklahoma City Thunder, even though that there's some moments where he did fumble the bag in that game 7, he missed one shot in that whole entire fourth fucking quarter. So like I said before, y'all just want to sit here and glaze all of the losing that he's done because you just have winning bias, which is fine. It's cool. Just admit to that. But you don't want to talk about anything else that he does positive. And that's sad, bro. You're just sad. And it's okay. Well, go ahead. You got it.
I wonder what the field goal percentage a team shoot at the rim on DeAndre Ayton.
Look up.
I know. I just wonder what, because I can't imagine it's like. I can't imagine that it's that high.
Dorian Clayton.
Or excuse me, I guess that low. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Stop hating. Dorian Clayton said, I don't know if you guys talked about it, but I just saw Woj put out the Hornets may be trading the second pick for Cat.
Oh,
no
way, no. There's no way
that's
that's real. There's no way that's real. Let me go check. I'm about to go. That's such a crazy thing.
You guys don't respect that. Cat's a former number 1 pick.
Man, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here because he's trolling.
Why did DDG just tweet LeBron over Michael Jordan?
Because he could tweet what he wants.
Oh
no, not that. I'm just looking at Twitter. I was like, oh, that's pretty random. I don't see him talking about basketball.
Maybe he just likes hoop discourse.
The last time that Woj tweeted something about Karl Anthony Towns was in March this year. So
that didn't happen.
Lo, do you recall tweeting that KD is more talented than Larry Bird?
Oh, he is more talented than Larry Bird.
Yeah, I don't think.
So you agree that KD? We're talking from a skill set perspective. He's better than Larry Bird, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I just need to
wait. Skill set. Wait. No, not skill set.
He said yeah. He said yeah. No, I just want to make sure.
Define skill set. Legend of losing.
Come on, you know, dog. That bag, that hezzy tween.
Now he's trying to troll.
That bag, that hezzy tween, man.
Doesn't work.
You know how that goes, man.
Hey, what's
deep
up, bro?
bag?
Deep bag is crazy. Garbage bags, right?
Yeah, garbage bags. Larry Bird had that Ziploc.
That's crazy. It's crazy that you're trying to troll now. But it's cool.
Yo, I'm just telling you the truth, bro.
I was seeing clips circulating the other day of people saying that the Cavs were going to beat Golden State when they added KD. And I remember talking about it on this platform that people were genuinely saying that the Cavs had a chance to beat them. So I don't like this revisionist history we have that the Cavs had no chance of winning. Because it's actually well documented that people were saying on global television that the Cavs were the better team and that they had the Golden State Warriors number.
Yeah, if you're talking about Nick Wright, it's not
just him.
If you're talking about Nick Wright or Shannon Sharp or Kendrick Perkins or Colin Cowherd, they don't count, bro. Jesus Christ.
So some of the biggest personalities on TV just don't count because it doesn't fit.
You want to call them idiots? That's crazy. Some of the biggest idiots.
Hey, man, they bring in the ratings. That's all they care about. They bring in the ratings.
I think it was 7-2 the other day. So
no way, Jalen's here.
I'm just saying they're bringing the ratings.
Right now.
They're bringing the ratings. That's all that matters.
They get the ratings.
Jalen's a crazy guy, bro.
No, Jalen smelled the LeBron discourse cooking, and he had to hop in.
I was here to talk about the trades. Is it just me, or I feel like a lot of these players are just going for really cheap? Like I thought Kristaps Porzingis was worth more than what they got. Bradley Beal was worth more. The Jordan Poole thing is really weird too. Giving up on a young Jordan Poole for aging Chris Paul, or it's just they're all like salary dumps. It's just so weird.
Remember when KD called playmaking a buzzword, Mars?
Huh?
He said that?
KD called playmaking a buzzword.
Oh yeah,
buzzword.
When did he say that?
He said that last year.
He tweeted it. Talking about people just use buzzwords such as playmaking, leadership.
That nigga is so fucking finished, bro. I don't know why y'all rock with him, bro.
You're nasty, bro.
KD definitely feels like he doesn't get the respect he deserves. I feel like he definitely.
Because he's not a good enough.
That's because he's not a good enough playmaker. That's
intangibles, man.
Oh man,
Dad, KD, why you do this to yourself, man?
Oh, man.
Great player, but just the thing.
I was fine with the leadership. Damn.
No, y'all do hype it up though.
Yeah, you guys don't think playmaking is a buzzword?
Shut up, man.
No, it is.
Exactly.
It matters, but it's a buzzword.
But people just use playmaking as an excuse to put guys like Steve Nash over Kobe Bryant.
Well, it just depends on who.
Exactly.
Why is Steve Nash better than Kobe offensively? Playmaking. Buzzwords. I'm sorry.
And leadership.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here.
Buzzword.
Fuck out of here, Lo. There's no way.
I feel like it's definitely a buzzword for the people that are just saying, yeah, he's a playmaker. He has 11 assists per game. You know,
are y'all falling for what Mars is saying right now? Like,
yeah, don't fall. It's a real thing. Yeah, he is.
You do use that for Steve Nash, though. I'll support
He
that.
he's a better playmaker. I don't know what to tell you.
Buzzword. To be better than Kobe? Enough to be better than Kobe?
Offensively, yes.
You know what's crazy? When they were both
it's more the offense than playmaking, though, right?
I'm not saying there isn't. Y'all know it's more the offense than scoring, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so then we're talking the same thing then. Jesus.
No, we're not. Because clearly, like, bro, to say that, and then you even error text at the time, bro, to say that Kobe wasn't a 10 in that era is absolutely
Jaylen. What up, Jaylen? What up, Jaylen?
Ridiculous.
It's crazy.
It's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, honestly.
Jaylen.
Error text and said Kobe wasn't a 10 in that era?
Yo, Jaylen, what up, man? What up, Jaylen?
Come on, Lo. And as you have a Kobe jersey in the back, you have to stop this.
He's a 9.5, bro. He's a 9.5.
Bro, you know what's crazy?
I made a mistake. He's a 9.5.
When Steve Nash and Kobe were playing, that was never a discussion. Like we all clearly thought Kobe was far,
because people had brains back then. People had brains.
No, but look,
no one's not saying that Kobe's not a better player. I agree that Kobe's a better player. Nobody's not denying that.
No, back then they would have said that he's a better offensive.
Well, players back then also thought that Allen Iverson would have been. I mean, let me stop. There go to Iverson.
That's his point, not mine. It's his point, not mine.
I know, but here go to Iverson. Hey, so let me chill out for a second, man. Let me chill out.
Hold on. Y'all think Steve Nash is a better offensive player?
Just low.
Low don't think.
You know what thing with Low is, man? Low knows how to form. No, you know what it is? Low knows how to form his arguments and articulate himself in a way to make it sound right. When in reality, I just don't think that.
I respect Low too much to believe that take. That's one of his troll takes.
He'll form his argument in a way where it sounds intelligent and it sounds correct. But there's no way that when we saw the
Mars going through my tweets is the nastiest thing in the world.
Don't get mad at me. I knew you were saying Golden State.
I didn't. I literally, there's also a tweet to me saying that Kevin Durant was never better than Steph Curry.
Okay, and there's also tweets of you saying in 2019 when Golden State had who on their team? Kevin Durant, that KD was one of the top 3 players in the world, and guess who you didn't say was top 3? Stephen Curry. You know what that would mean? KD is the best player in Golden State. Okay, so be quiet.
What did it say? No, what did it say? It said he was making the case.
Wait. Okay, let me read the tweet one more time. Behind Giannis and KD, Kawhi is making a legitimate argument for the best player in the NBA. Where's Steph Curry's name, look?
Oh man,
because
be quiet.
Stop. First of all, these are all trolls. These are trolls.
Oh my god, I'm not doing this. This guy's trying.
These are troll tweets. Yo, Jaylen, what are you saying, bro?
Low's pulling a fluid right now.
I'm chilling, man. You know, we came back from vacation. We chilling, getting back in routine.
But how is this a troll tweet?
It's not.
There's another one. Watching Giannis one night, then watching KD the next is truly a treat because they are clearly trying to make a case for either one of them being the best in the league right now.
But that's a troll, I guess.
How is that a troll?
Because that's me. Y'all have to see me on Twitter, bro. Y'all have to see me on Twitter, bro.
But I ain't gonna lie, man. Some of Low's tweets basketball are funny, man. He had this one tweet. What was that tweet, Low? Where like, I have extra tickets to a concert.
You can't just keep letting Low every time he gets fouled out. Just say he was trolling.
Like the most like. Bro, Low was trying to. I swear, Low was trying to get some hot ass girl to hit him up for some tickets. Without like directly asking, I don't know, man. Low was tweeting something like that.
There's no way y'all
throwing out that rope. Jaylen throwing out that rope. He throwing out that rope.
You know what also makes me upset? Real Talk knows that I troll about KD on Twitter too, and he's not saying nothing right now.
He wasn't trolling with those tweets.
I don't know, bro.
Real talk. Was he trolling in 2019?
I wasn't on Twitter in 2019.
You don't know about that.
So be quiet.
Boy, stop. Stop. Real talk. Do I not troll about KD and say, "Oh man, he's such an amazing player"?
That's not what those tweets said.
No, but it's implying the same thing that I'm thinking that KD and Giannis are on the same level. Do I not troll like that on Real Talk?
No, Low does. He does troll about Kevin Durant. I mean, he trolls. Period. I mean, everybody really be like, we have trolling. Period. Be trolling.
I have whole spaces trolling about like when Giannis got eliminated this year. I literally said, and I didn't believe this, that man, now there's only 3 players ahead of Giannis now. Curry, Jokic, and KD. I didn't believe that, but I was trolling because I wanted to build up this whole KD mantra that niggas fall for every year, just so when it falls apart, I can just yell at these niggas again.
What a bad guy you are.
I just want the tweet you made about Giannis and KD one night and the next came on the day that Kevin Durant had 46 points in the playoffs. But you expect me to believe that was a troll?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
On current basketball news, is Boston the favorite next year?
Who was the best player?
Is Boston
Their favorite to come out the East.
East? Okay, East, and then they're probably number 2 next to. I mean, after Denver.
According to old heads, in order to beat the man, you got to be the man. So Miami, I guess.
The road through the East runs through
the
Miami.
next day, you tweet about Kawhi Leonard making a case. Let's see what Kawhi Leonard did that day.
Kawhi's really going in on his tweets.
So the next day, when Kawhi Leonard had 39, I guess that was a troll too. It was just good timing. It wasn't just after the fact that Kawhi just had a great game and you said.
I thought in 2019. I thought in 2019. I thought LeBron was still the best player.
Mars, please stop. I thought LeBron was too.
So
Wait. No. Wait. Talk about Mars. No. There's no way you gonna sit here and say that and not co-sign me when we talking about Chris Paul in 2011 and saying that you thought LeBron in 2019.
You got cooked.
No.
But the only reason why people thought that LeBron was out of the conversation is because in 2019 he got hurt. That's the only reason why.
Well, you seem to think he was out of conversation too, because your conversation was Giannis and KD.
I still thought he was the best, and you just said that.
I still thought he was the best as well.
He's lying. But
the thing is, I thought it was fine if people were not going to put him in a conversation because he was hurt. That's fine.
He wasn't in the conversation.
LeBron was the best for me, bro.
He wasn't in the conversation.
Fuck that.
I've learned to just ignore Mars now when he's just chatting.
How could he be in the conversation?
Yeah, he got. Yeah,
I'm reading Lowe's tweets and he's saying I'm the one trolling, but he's saying he's trolling in the tweets. That don't make sense.
Yeah, let me read another one of my tweets and y'all let me know if does this sound like I'm trolling or not. This is really me.
Tweets that sound like you're trolling don't change the fact that the ones where you're not trolling.
Who y'all think going number 2, man?
Amen Thompson. Wales said CP3 got OKC to the playoffs. Dub, that's winning bias.
How did he perform in the playoffs?
Oh no, they lost.
He performed great.
They lost.
Who is the greatest pick and roll passer ever? John Stockton, and it's not close.
Man. No one said you never troll her. No one said that. You're not proving anything.
So why can't y'all discern?
That's just a good take.
Because we can clearly tell when you're not trolling. When Kevin Durant happens to drop 46 points in the playoffs, it's pretty easy to say that this guy is trolling.
You're not on Twitter, so you don't understand how trolls work. It's fine.
How am I reading these tweets? How am I reading these tweets?
It's fine, Mars. If you don't get how
Microsoft Word
work.
reading the tweets. What are you talking about?
No, you have to read them through the ball don't stop lens. Kevin Durant in his bag. Yes, and what he says sounds like
that's not what your tweet said.
Oh, but me watching him go for 46 and saying that he's the best player is me trolling, bro. I'm sorry to tell you.
You never said he was the best player. You said it's him.
Or in the conversation, I'm sorry, bro.
That's not you trolling.
Who was the best player?
It's not you trolling.
I just said LeBron.
Oh, so he was trolling about Giannis too.
Yeah, real talk.
Yes.
What? What's up?
I can't hear you, brother.
It's over.
What's over?
It's over.
He's talking about the Golden State Dynasty. He's saying it's over.
Oh yeah. Duh. Y'all done. Y'all been done. We ended y'all.
I mean, it was a great run.
Ended
it was a great run.
That is crazy.
Run.
LeBron ended
we
that dynasty.
Y'all.
Crazy.
LeBron ended your dynasty.
Wait,
the Lakers ended your dynasty.
Aren't you a Celtics fan?
And everybody said Warriors.
No, I'm a Jason Tatum fan. Relax, buddy.
Bro, you know what's so crazy? I found my Jason Tatum jersey, the one I was trolling last year.
Bro, if the Celtics have the best record in the league next year, Tatum just might get that MVP. Would not be shocking at all.
I mean, like the first third of the season or whatever.
Jokic is going to win another MVP.
He should. No,
he's winning another. I actually do think that. I wouldn't be surprised either.
Or Giannis. I think, or Giannis real. I mean, he'll run even harder next year to that rim.
He'll run even harder
to the rim. He won't get a jump shot. He'll just run harder to the rim.
He'll average like 33 and 15 and 6, and we may just have to give it to him if he's playing in the defense as well. We're gonna be
Well,
like,
don't laugh too hard. Mars may not understand us trolling, so don't laugh too hard, guys. You know,
No, he wasn't trolling, but if that's gonna be your cop out every single time you get exposed, that's fine.
Mars. Now, if you bring up things that happened, I said in like 2016, 2017, 18, then yeah, like some of those things I was just wrong about back in the day.
So when did you become a troll?
I've always been a troll, but back then there's probably more things that I was just wrong about. I've always been a troll.
Okay, so when you said KD is a top 5 shooter of all time, troll?
I believe I can make an argument for that.
Yeah,
Yes, I
he's
might
in
have believed that depending on how long ago it was.
It sounds like you're trolling, but I guess.
How long ago was it?
2015.
That's 8 years ago now.
I wasn't even born, so
I wasn't. That's not that. I could have genuinely believed it at that time.
We talking about just
shooting. Then I don't know.
Yeah, just shooting. I mean,
Jaylen, be quiet.
I'm just saying.
Wow,
Yeah,
gee.
it's not crazy.
Yo, Mars is power drunk right now, bro. He's crazy.
Talking like that, dog?
I'm just
He's telling y'all to shut up and everything.
Dub Wales said in the OKC playoffs, Chris Paul was not all-time great.
I never said he was all-time great either. So
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying that's what he said, isn't it? So don't get me wrong.
Low and ticket fake Laker fans. Facts.
I'm a bigger Laker fan than anybody y'all know, bro.
Facts.
The biggest Laker fan I know is Fluid.
Yes, definitely.
Fluid is not a bigger Laker fan.
Just talking about the Celtics today, bro.
Which Lakers coach has the most championships of all time, though?
Oh man, please stop. Are you gonna get the answer?
John?
You gonna get the answer from Dub? You gonna get
Hey, he's the one who asked the questions, man. He's the one who asked the questions.
Man,
man.
Which Lakers coach has the most championships?
You know what got
You're
me?
right. You're right.
Come
I'm
up
cooked.
off
I don't
Steph.
know.
Hey, y'all might as well come up off Steph.
Y'all might as well trade Steph. That ass.
They might as like dead ass. Like, bro, if y'all really like him,
they ain't gonna do
let
that.
him
I know
play on a
you guys are
championship
saying that
caliber
as a
team.
troll, but what if he actually did get traded?
For who? Like who would you even need to pull off that trade?
You go get you a whole bunch of draft capital. Some
what team has the
it doesn't matter. They just traded Jordan Poole for Chris Paul.
Steph Curry for Jamal
Yeah,
Murray.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. They traded Jordan Poole for Chris Paul. They don't care.
I need to see a Stephen Jokic team.
So wait, just before I go, because oh my
I
God,
really don't need to see that. Actually,
y'all don't understand what trolls are. When I call KD Dirk, that's a troll. That's a ball don't stop troll. Okay, just for y'all don't know this. Okay, I
don't know why you troll ball don't stop as if he doesn't know the game. That's what
he doesn't. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up.
Have you ever debated him?
Yes, I have. That's the reason why it's funny when Mars.
Ball don't stop would actually cook you.
We actually did. We debated though. We debated. When was that, KB?
What was
that?
Last year?
It was like last
you
year.
two?
Yeah, last year. It was on Twitter. It was on Twitter Spaces.
Who won?
So no proof. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
Whose Twitter space was it?
BD. I think it was Ash. Was it Ash's?
Yeah, Ash was hosting.
Ash was hosting.
BDS
was in there, and then they were BDS was in there.
Ash one of your minions?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, if it's on a way playing field, like how much can I put stock into that win? Like,
well, to be honest with you, Ash had to stop a lot of other people because they were too focused on having like a gotcha moment instead of having genuine conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got up there, that's when it kind of got pretty nasty because he was just saying things that like didn't make any sense. But,
nigga, you know what's so funny? He kept denying that Zach LaVine post in 19. That shit.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
He was comparing Zach LaVine was better scorer than Giannis or whatever.
Yeah, when he was saying stuff like that.
Yeah,
he said it was fake.
Everyone has bad.
But no. But he said it was fake. Like he was acting as if like I never said that. Like that's what he was doing.
I mean,
nah, he said that
he was trolling.
You've done it before.
So he's doing the same thing. All he has to do is
No. He said it was fake. Not that he was trolling.
I'm saying him saying it's fake is the troll. Y'all know it was him.
Oh,
that's the troll.
He just trolled you and you fell for it.
What one of the things is that he would like explain we would say portability, and he was like, I don't even understand what that is, and then further
portability,
and then like explain portability. I'm like, bro, you're saying the same thing we're saying right now.
That's what Fluent did yesterday when Dub was talking about portability with Tatum Hendricks.
He started explaining the because we were talking.
And then Fluent was like, I like how he fits in different situations, and Dub was like, yeah, portability. I was like, hey,
yeah,
that's what
it was. Who was it? It was about Hendricks and
Jarvis
what's
Walker.
Terrace? Yeah.
Yeah, so that he did that, which was funny. Then he was arguing to why Jamal Crawford and players like that should still be in the league because they just add. Yeah, I know. They just
the game is about a bucket, to be fair.
Yeah, they just add versatility to teams' offenses and coming off the bench, and they're a spark plug, and they do this and that and the third. I'm like, man, this is tough. This is tough to hear. And there was one more thing. I can't remember what the last one was, but there's one more. Oh yeah, he didn't understand like the premise of just because you add a lot of or potentially will add some value offensively, that off of defense alone, if you're just so much of a negative that you can't play on the floor. He didn't like understand that concept.
Anthony right now.
It might have been slightly mellow, but it was also springing off of the Jamal Crawford convo, because what he was arguing with Jamal Crawford is that, you know, Crawford can have those games, those playoff games that like Nate Robinson had a few years ago when he was going against Chicago and the Nets, and you can just win a game off of just what he can provide. And I'm like, I guess like maybe if he gets hot, but then like it doesn't take into consideration everything else, especially on the defensive side where he'll be borderline unplayable. But he didn't want to, you know, like things like that. So he did get. It was pretty. I would argue it was pretty bad for him actually.
Yeah, but that's because that's not real hoop talk though. That's just like arguing about NBA schematics and stuff. If you get into a real conversation about basketball, he'll cook you. He'll fry you.
But when he got into that, when he tried to get in that conversation, it was more or less we agreed, because he was talking about how you know, back the 2000s, that was real basketball. Like that era of basketball when they were actually hooping, like genuinely. He was like, and then what's crazy is he kept looking at me for like confirmation, like, yo, tell him Legend of Winning, right? Like you agree with this? Like when back in the day when they were playing basketball like that and da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, what you're saying is right, technically. So.
Yeah, so he does know basketball. He's just not like the NBA. There's a difference between knowing the NBA and knowing basketball. He knows basketball. A lot of people can know the NBA. A lot of people can know someone's 3-point percentage in the 2007 season. That's cool. But do you understand the game? That's what a lot of people
have. You been in those locker rooms?
I gotta go. I gotta go.
I don't be
I know.
Right now.
Mars is
troll.
How's that true?
Yeah, I know, he's trolling.
That's just facts.
Nigga got close to his mic and said, "But if you know the game, like, bro, what are you?"
Yeah, that's
yo, Jaylen,
clip that as well. Yeah. If you know the game, you have to know the game.
We can't see you, so we can't clip it. Yo, Jaylen, do you think Tim Duncan? Do you think 03 Duncan would have been able to carry?
Put your own avatar, Mars. That way I could clip it.
03 Duncan carried the 2018 Cavs.
I didn't think about it.
No, I don't think he can create offensively for his teammates like LeBron can.
Who can't?
Yo, wrap this shit up, man. I'm tired of this nigga just lying.
No, I just don't think Tim Duncan could have done what LeBron because he can't create for his
Will LeBron be able to do?
Wait, what LeBron did when? What LeBron did when?
The question was, can 2003 Duncan carry that team to the finals like 2018 LeBron did?
Oh,
I said no.
I don't want to.
2010 or 20? What year?
2018.
I think he gets the 07 Cavs to the finals.
It's just a difference in style, right? I mean, I think there's some things Duncan could do that LeBron can't. The same way there's things LeBron
can do. Like win 5 rings, right? Like win 5 rings.
Like in 03, like LeBron ain't doing that shit. He's not doing what Duncan did in 03.
Jaylen,
it's not a discredit.
LeBron was a rookie in 03. I mean, yeah.
No. 2018 LeBron is not doing what
2018 LeBron. Does he win the chip with the 03 Spurs?
No, he does not.
What, Jaylen?
03 Spurs? Yes. Prime LeBron is winning a chip with any team. What are we talking about?
So Prime LeBron is winning a chip with any team ever except the team he was on. So you're telling me he was on the one team that he couldn't win? There's no way you're telling me that.
Prime LeBron can take any team that's won a championship, take away that best player, put him in there, and they're still winning a chip.
There is no way
LeBron James. That's the effect of LeBron James.
You don't believe that.
Get Shaq out of 2000, 2001, put LeBron in there. He's winning it for them.
Well, that's Kobe LeBron.
Wait. That's Kobe LeBron.
Let me ask you this, because I tried to. See, now we're talking.
What brand, Jaylen?
Hold on, real talk. We're trying to talk basketball, not the NBA. Right?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That ganja is crazy.
There's players that bring a different dynamic to the team that
Stay
team
off the
needs.
weed, guys.
So a team like the 95 and 94 Houston Rockets, a team like the 03 Spurs, they needed desperately those guys' rebounding and rim protection for that team to be successful. That's something LeBron can't and will never
At
provide.
6'9", 280, 6'9", 280, LeBron can get you those rebounds. Portability. LeBron could have played the 4 like Duncan.
Who's Ekman like that?
LeBron could have played the 4 like Duncan. I ain't gonna.
Bottom left,
Maybe not
bottom left.
Shaq like the 5.
Oh,
obviously.
gee,
He was not 280.
No way,
Are you done with this bad? Are you done with this bad take?
Nah, I keep it real. I really do. I really think so.
There's no way. Wait,
You know you don't.
No,
Jaylen, you got cooked.
What brand?
No, I think of that.
Adidas?
No, Jaylen, you got
No, it has to be Nike, huh?
2003? What?
It's got to be Nike.
What? Not Nike, it's not Jordan. It's crazy.
No, I'm saying,
Jaylen, you think? Oh, I'm so serious, Jaylen. You think that they will be able to get by the Lakers in 03?
In 03 by the
LeBron?
Lakers with a prime LeBron James?
Yes.
Jaylen.
Yes.
No, stop. Maybe he's getting confused. We're talking about 2018 LeBron.
2018 LeBron.
Who's guarding
He thinks that's the peak.
He think that's his prime. Yeah, that's the thing.
No, that's not obviously. No. That's not about the 2018.
You keep
playoffs
saying what a
LeBron,
prime LeBron James.
2013.
Like,
This is 2013 LeBron. 2013 LeBron. Okay, 2013.
Even
That's
2013.
not
LeBron
what we
ain't
was
done
talking
that.
about.
Even 2013 LeBron, I don't know if he's doing that. I ain't gonna lie.
He's not done.
Because you still think the team is built around.
No
him.
LeBron is doing that. No
You know,
LeBron is
because
doing
you think the team around him isn't built accordingly towards.
I
LeBron.
just find that ironic that you said LeBron can
That's the
win.
thing.
Prime LeBron wins on any team.
We talk about portability.
Except for
I think
his own
LeBron
team.
could
But
win.
somehow he was on the one team that he couldn't win.
Jaylen, in 2003, you have what floor spacing outside of Bruce Bowen? So the team is not floor spaced properly for you. You're going to lose. Stop. You're gonna lose a lot of defensive ability because if I'm not mistaken, Duncan anchored a historic defense in a postseason that run. And then when you go
Shaq, bro,
and then exactly, I'm about to say when you win against Shaq, you don't have any answer for that.
and he's not guarding Shaq or Kobe.
Wasn't Steve Kerr on those 03 Spurs?
I want to see who would guard Shaq. No, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
He was when he played 3 minutes in the playoffs.
Who's guarding Shaq? Who's guarding Shaq when Tim Duncan was off the
having him out on the floor.
Then the defense is going to be even worse.
Of course. But isn't that what you have to do?
So, I guess. What would you say?
No, wait, LeBron
who
is
was guarding
6'8",
Shaq
guys.
when
He can rebound and shot.
who was guarding Shaq when Tim Duncan was off the floor?
Malik Rose, respect
Malik Rose or David Robinson, but back at that time they were playing like they were playing like 40 minutes a game, so it's not like there was that many minutes when he wasn't on the floor.
I have to end the show.
Yeah, no, that shot mismatch.
Pimp name slip back. If you look at how the Warriors built their dynasty, Bob Myers wasn't actually that special. Jerry West set the foundation.
Sometimes you gotta think before you just start talking.
Yeah, Jaylen, you saying that is crazy.
Yeah, Jaylen, you're lucky that we have time constraints. You was going